Hey everybody, welcome to Brick Vault. My name's Jack, and today is a live stream that's kind of a bit different. This was a set sent to us by Lego, or a Lego affiliate like the Panama STEM. People have a special Lego set that was created. There's only 40,000 versions of this set, and half the profits from the set actually go to STEM students, which stands for science, technology, education. Anyways, sorry, this is the actual box that they sent the box to us in. So I haven't opened it yet. It'd be really funny if this wasn't actually the Panama Canal set. Like, I just assumed that this was the package, but maybe we got something else from them. I doubt it, but yeah, so maybe I should have double, triple checked on that before I opened it. But, so you're going to have a double unboxing today. Hello, everybody. Hello. Viva Panama. Hello. All right. Ooh, whoa. This is like, ooh, we got a little card and stuff. Wow. Okay, this is actually what you would get. This is what you would get. Here, I can show you guys. If you had bought it. Congratulations, you own one of the 40,000 units of LEGO Education Panama Limited. Besides your purchase of contributing to a greater cause, 50% of the sales profits are donated to the Fund Steam, is a Panamanian nonprofit organization dedicated to implement STEM education, right, like I said before, to public schools that organize events, encourage kids to develop STEM skills. So, anyways, oh, nice. Anyways, yeah, so that's actually kind of a cool little thing. And it's also a 25% off next purchase if you wanted to get a second one of these sets. So I have a feeling this might be, good for collectors, because this is a more expensive than normal set. But, you know, part of it is, yeah, the 50% of the sales profit is donated, and that's part of the thing of getting this. Ooh. Here we go. Hey guys. Nice, tightly packed in there. Ooh, I like the... Here we go, there it is. Like, it came in this nice squishy foam. You never get this as packing foam. I know. I'm focusing on the packaging foam and not the awesome collectors and crazy cool educational set. All right, so here it is. Here's the box. Nice. Ooh, it's kind of heavy. Ooh, it's a little bowed on the bottom, so it wants to rock forward a bit. But there it is. Let me see if I can get this whole thing in the shot. El Canal de Panama. Yeah. So it's rated for ages 8 and up, so this cannot be too difficult to build. But remember, this is also geared. This would be a set that you would have also like in an actual classroom setting, and you'd probably build it and then take it apart and build it again for the next time you'd have a lesson with like other students. So this thing is meant to be put together pretty easily, and it shows the actual changing. This thing I think was built in commemoration of the widening of the actual canal. So anyways, yeah, you can see how the what do they call them? The aqueducts? The different chambers of the canal raise and lower the water levels. So there it is, the canal. And this is what the back of the box looks like. Or sorry, the front of the box. No. The back of the box? This is the back of the box. Yeah, this is the back. So you get 4 ships. They're actually kind of cool little ships. They're all, I think they're mostly storage container ships, and one is that's definitely a cruise ship for sure. Very cool. So yeah, this is gonna be something for collectors just by pure, sorry, I'm super dark because this is such a light box, so when I hold it up close, like everything else gets darker. But this is gonna be a set that I think is gonna have a lot of appeal to collectors because there's only 40,000 of them. And then also, once again, yeah, people that want to have special like educational sets. This would be like a fun sort of extra lesson for like younger kids when you're talking about certain. This is like a pretty famous and pretty well-known engineering concept. So anyways, let's see if I can't switch. Ooh, yeah, we have that one. That's hello. Hi, guys. Fun. Okay. Switch down to here. Okay, let's move that. Let's get this thing open. There's like so much weird stuff on this table. What? Yeah. The light's good. Oh, can you turn it down just a little bit? Yeah, that looks better. Okay, perfect. Boom. Hello, everybody. Jack back at it again with the Photoshopped thumbnail. LOL. Yep, that's right. It's so much faster. If you've got a million old pictures of yourself posing with Lego sets in your Photoshop, all you have to do is just download the digital thing and then just overlay it. So much faster than setting up the camera again and sitting out again. But yeah. That's right. Don't worry, this is gonna be a regular reviewed set as well later down the line. Woo! Anything else on the inside? Nope. Okay. So, 1,184 parts. That's what this is. Split up between how many different numbers? I see a bag number 4. Oop, I see a bag number 5. So we can't really be dealing with more than like 200 pieces at a time, really. So that's very, very, very manageable, very easy, and that's part of the reason why this thing was labeled as an 8 and up. That'd be my guess. Let's see how many bags. I'm gonna keep all the ones on the board, and I'm gonna toss all the other numbered ones on the floor to use later. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna keep that on 14, 15. Okay, so there's 15 on the floor. 3 bag number 1, so that's 18. 19, 20 is 2 other unlabeled bags. So 20 bags in total. Roughly 3 of each numbered bag. And then, ooh, look at all the different manuals. So this is actually really important also, and I think kind of a good thing to point out. 5 different manuals. I bet you it's for each number. Bet you anything it's for each number. And this is so you can have multiple students. Remember, this is an educational set, so you can have multiple kids being able to build this all at the same time. And it should be able to, they should probably all be able to finish relatively within the same time. Sorry, I used to teach English at an elementary school, so I feel like I'm just looking at this from like pure like lesson planning point of view. This is actually very, very convenient. So anyways, I personally like how that's set up because little things like one student finishing before another student not having anything to do are always things that you have to consider when creating like lesson plans and activities. So this looks, all these builds look pretty, you know, some of them are a little bit bigger, but you know, you could always assess for general skill type. So anyway, so this would be like perfect for like 5 kids or for like 10 kids if you wanted to double up on numbers. What do you Photoshop with? Adobe. What do you mean? Aren't they all Adobe? Okay. Hey Jack, what's good? Nothing much. Tickly Pickles. Just sitting here. We were given this set to build by Lego, by like Lego Panama STEM. So that was really cool. This is kind of a fun and interesting and totally different thing than we normally do. Normally it's Star Wars, Marvel, DC, or something like that. But now we've got something, and I'm getting kind of nostalgic after you know, because this is an educational set. So I'm kind of like, oh, this would be kind of like definitely a fun activity to do with students. So, anyways, let's move the rest of these manuals out of the way. And this is by the way the single exclusive sticker. Canal de Panama. It's in Spanish. Okay, cool. Let's get started. And I feel like I can get away with zooming this in a little bit more. The original set in the thumbnail is Lego Ninjago Jay's Lightning Dragon, I think. Huh? You talking about the thumbnail this time around? There's no way that could be the thumbnail for this episode. Let me move all this stuff out of the way. Ooh, we have a little minifig too. All right. Okay. He's a pretty basic looking minifig, I think. If I can't get that torso, it's just a regular white torso. Where could it? Oh, there it is. Hey, Jack. How are you today? I am very good, Lucas Black. I am very good. I'm just chilling. Boom. Could you ask for a simpler minifig? I don't think so. But once again, this isn't about the minifig. This isn't. In fact, I think it'd be really distracting if it came with a bunch of extra figs, especially because this is supposed to be sort of a more educational thing. Here we go. These ships are... This is the ship? Dude, Mike, this is going to be a really big set. Yeah. Like, you saw the pictures of the little ships, like, on the front of the box? Right, you didn't really pay attention? Well, trust me, they're bigger than you think if you had paid attention. This is, like, way, way bigger. This is cool. So this is one of the ships. And this single ship that I'm putting together right now is, if I can find, oh, of course I can't find it, there it is. That's a lot of studs. That's what, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10 studs long for just the one ship. It's really, really big. And somebody can probably tell me what type of ship I'm building. This is, I think, just another, I think they're all pretty much different types of container ships. Cargo running ships, except for the cruise liner. There's one cruise liner in this set, and that's it. Yep, that's it. So there's the first ship. Do you know how to say hello in Italian? Because I'm Italian. I do not know how to say. Mike, how do you say hello in Italian? Yeah. Buongiorno. That was Mike. That was his best guess. Are we correct, or are we just totally playing into a stereotype? I don't even know. Tell Mike I say hi, Jack. Lego Star Wars Boy says hi, Mike. He says hi back. Lego Star Wars Boy. Yes, yes. Awesome ship, right? This is actually, dude, this ship is really big. I mean, like, it's like a decently, I thought it was going to be half the size. For some reason, I thought it was going to be like either a 2x6 or something. I don't know. I don't know why I thought it was going to be a lot smaller, but it isn't. Heyo! STP Gaming 97 used 40 bits on Twitch. Thank you, sir. 40 bits is where it at. It's a freighter. Okay. Thank you. Jack, will you watch the Lego Ninjago movie tomorrow? Oh, it's coming out tomorrow. You're right, it is coming out. Mike, are we watching that tomorrow? Are we watching the Lego Ninjago movie tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday, yes. I mean, I already have the episode ready for tomorrow. Gotta use more of these nice long Technic pieces here. You're seeing it Saturday. I've heard it's okay. I've heard it's basically like Lego Batman movie, but like nothing super special. So I'm definitely gonna watch it. I have to watch it just because, I mean, the sets were just so good anyways. Like, I feel like it'd be bad to skip out just because the sets were so darn good. I have to see the movie now. Let's see what we got. Epic Vault, hello. Hi. Hey, hi, hello, Jack. All right, hello, Metalizer. Whoa, just a kid that rants. Hold on, it's about to pop up on the live thing for just 1 second. Wait for it. Wait for it. I know there's such a delay with with what we get from. All right, maybe it's not popping up on our normal super chat thing, but just a kid that rants. Thank you. There it is. There it is. Wow, that was a delay. That's like a solid 30 seconds. Okay. Thank you for the $2 donation. Your question reads, or it's not a question. You're actually just clarifying and helping us. Buongiorno is good morning. Hi is ciao. All right. Oh, you can use, and you can say like hi and bye like ciao, right? Like similar, same. Okay, so buongiorno is a thing. We just didn't know because we're simpletons here in the studio. Thank you for the clarification. Just a kid that rants. And that was surprisingly not ranty. That was very clear, concise, straight to the point. All right. Now we're going to add a few more pieces. Sorry, I'm going a little slow. This is actually a very simple, easy build. I've just been a little bit distracted on the rant. I'm Italian. Oh, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I see it, but I'm going to wait to say it. Did you see the pics for Cole's Quake Mech? I did. It looks awesome. It looks good. And they also have like an anglerfish build for one of the... Heyo! I saw that. I didn't want to say anything. Just a Kid That Rants has another $2 donation. I am Italian too. Also, I'm loving the stream. Thank you. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you for your comment, your contribution. Always glad to see people jumping onto the stream. Loving it. All right. So there we go. This is so, I mean, it's brick stacking. Now we just have to make sure that we don't accidentally mess up the location of where these little pieces are going to end up. Which I don't think it's going to be too much of a burden. This is going to be pretty simple. Boom. Interesting. Did I grab the proper brown piece here? Nope. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Take this off. Take that off. I grabbed the wrong part. Supposed to use this one came from the unmarked bag. Not supposed to use that. I'm supposed to use the shorter one that came in this bag. So let me break that off. Put this back on. Oops a daisy. All right. Besides the Falcon, what is your favorite UCS set that you have? Slave 1, for sure. Yeah, definitely the Slave 1. And especially now it's like Slave 1 and Falcon together as like a cool, you know, because they're, you know, mortal enemies. We got another 100 bits from Mulberry Beacon just now. Hello. Got some more cheers coming in. Thank you, Mulberry Beacon. We have very much appreciating the support on the streams. But let me see. Oh, ooh, okay. So this elbow actually comes in the other direction now. What Last Jedi Wave 2 sets are you hoping for Wave 2 of Last Jedi? Dude, I don't know because I haven't seen the movie. I mean, like, I mean, I want cool sets, but guaranteed that whatever answer I give you right now is gonna 100% completely change after I watch the movie because there's gonna be so many cool scenes. I'm like, oh, we need a set from that scene, or we need a set from this thing, or whenever this thing blows up, or whatever, you know. So I can say there's probably maybe that speeder thing that we see kind of hit the ground a little bit when they're flying along the salt flat or sort of desert-like floor. That's probably a vehicle that looks like they're going to be pretty important for a big battle in the movie. So maybe we'll get that as a set. But I have no idea because you gotta see the movie in order to like figure it out. You know. I'm excited though. I'm super excited. What's your favorite Last Jedi set? I liked Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter. What was the name of it? Like, the name of the set itself is just called Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter, but I think it actually has the silencer. That's what it's called in the movie. They don't call that in the set name, but I thought that was just a really good cross between an interceptor, and Darth's TIE Advanced. One of the long Technic bars seems is offset. You're totally right. It's this one in the back. Why did I do that? Why am I going so fast? I'm not even going fast. I'm not even going fast, and I'm still making mistakes. It's double trouble right there. So let's see if I can't. Yeah, I have to break this out. Actually, I have to break this out too. Oh, this one's always annoying because it's attached from 2 different spots. Okay, so let's see if I can't. Ah! Alright, the Technic piece was just offset by 1. Remember, guys, rated for ages 8 and up. Oops. Alright. So let's get that. This has to be pushed forward ever so slightly, correct? Yes. I was one stud off. 1 stud off there, and then 1 stud off here in the back. See if I can get it to fit back in properly. There we go. Oopsie daisy. Thank you for pointing that out. This is why I've got you guys on the stream. You're my guide for getting this thing built properly. And then let me just make sure that this is all in the right spot. Oh, wait a second. This actually needs to have... Wait, no. That's correct. That's correct. Dang it, I can't get back in. There we go. Why does that feel off though? No, it can't be. I totally haven't checked the inside now. Dang it. How did I mess this up? How did I do it? How does he do it? Yeah, let's look at this thing on the underside. So that's correct. Okay, yeah. So that's how it should go. That's how it should go back in. Totally forgot. Mike, I'm messing up an 8 and up build right now. You should be surprised. Always be surprised. I bought a 6-foot folding table to gain more space. Oh, for building? Yep. That's the name of the game for us here. Is more space, more space, more space. Now, did I already build all the way up through here? I think I did. Okay, yeah. And then this comes in through this way. Okay. And we are officially back. Okay. How far back did I go? Okay, yeah, there we go. We're back. Where there will be there another way for the Ninjago movie? Yep, there will. Absolutely. Is Luke evil? I don't know, Tickly Pickles. I don't. Yeah, they've already announced a few new sets for the next Ninjago movie, and I have no idea if Luke will be evil. I doubt it. I bet you he's working on some crazy cool new force moves. Come on, man. Who doesn't want to see Luke take down, like, a Star Destroyer or something? That would be amazing. Because if he's living in exile, he at least better be training and, like, gaining, like, the greatest skills ever. You know what I mean? Because for him to, like, just disappear and not help Han and Leia, like, fight the forces of evil, he must have a really good reason to not be in the fight, you know, and, like, be away from everything. So he better be getting more powerful. Oh, Sasquatch, using the mic face emoji. I like it. I'm glad that it's getting some use. Favorite episode 3 set, Jack? Mine is the Mustafar Duel. Episode 3. I'm trying to think all the sets that came out for episode 3. There's the transformation stuff, which is, the new one was actually not bad, but probably not considered my favorite. What were the big cool sets for that wave? I'm like drawing a little bit of a blank right now. I'm drawing a blank. I don't usually focus as much on like the new trilogy or episode 1, 2, and 3 as much. They did have Palpatine's fight, which I thought was kind of a cool one. When all the Jedi try to arrest Palpatine and it doesn't really work out for them. Yeah, let's hope he's good. Yes, let's. That was to Tickly Pickles. I really want a Star Killer movie. You mean like a? What do you mean a Star Killer movie? Like a movie that focuses on like the building of the Star Killer base? I think a Star Killer. I think they might be able to do okay with a Star Killer base set to a certain scale. But I don't know. I just don't see it being able to. I don't think it would sell very well because it wouldn't be very playable. Bam. Alright, so we're building up the canal. Ooh, so much of the water. Nice. I like it. So many nice long blue tile pieces. Greetings from Sweden. Hello. Jack, you missed some bricks. Someone pointed it out. What bricks did I miss? You tell me right now. What other bricks did I miss? I'm like looking. Oh yeah, I totally did. Wait, no, hold on. Like 9 times out of 10, you guys are totally on point with it. So I'm always. Okay, I can't see right now if I missed any other bricks. So I'm just gonna keep putting stuff together, and if something looks a little funny, then I will fix it after. Greetings from the US of A. Apprentice of Darth Vader, Star Killer. Oh, yeah. They did a set on him, didn't they? That was actually kind of cool that Lego did a set on Darth Vader's apprentice. Yeah, that would actually be kind of cool. I'd be down. Do you want a UCSC 3PO to scale of R2-D2 and BB-8? Yes, Vintage Bricks. That would be amazing. That would be so good. I guarantee Lego has played around with that concept. I don't know if they're going to go for it, but I bet you somewhere in like a design studio, there's probably like the designers are like, all right, if we were to do this, what would it look like? And I'm sure there's like some really cool, because if they made C-3PO as big, as, to scale for R2-D2, so R2-D2 is about that tall for the UCS, and C-3PO is like twice as tall. So you're dealing with like a C-3PO like this big, which would be really cool. A blue 1x3? All right. Under the plates? Okay. Let me go back through. I'm gonna go back through the plates. A 1x3. Is it a plate piece or is it a? Oh wait. No. Is it a plate or a regular brick? Because I don't have any 1x3 blue of any size left over. I've put all of them down somewhere. So I don't know if that's possible. Yeah, I don't have any 1x3s left over. Yeah, there should be a scene. They should do a scene with hollow Snoke, like a big window of some kind of effect. I feel like they're gonna do some crazy. Hey Jack, so I live streamed yesterday. I only got 4 viewers. What do you suggest? I have no idea, Miss Ambi. Part of it is just keep going. When we first started live streaming, how many people did we get, Mike? I mean, even when we had our channels doing decently well in terms of regular viewers, our live streaming was relatively low. And I mean, you just gotta keep on trucking. But it's hard because there could be literally a million reasons why there would be low viewership. I do not know. Let's see what we got. Okay. Now you keep saying I don't know if there's anything else missing. Or C3PO head on a stand. Oh, vintage bricks. That's not bad. Also, like I think they could do really cool with like busts, sort of like the head and shoulder thing. I think that would actually be pretty cool. Let me switch back down to this one. Yeah, if they did Lego busts of certain characters. Because I've seen some great custom builds of Lego busts. Like, there's a really good Iron Man somewhere. Okay, so there's that one. We're going to do another one. Hey guys, I just started watching. How's it going? Did I miss much? I don't know. You missed me mess up a bit. I definitely messed up some parts. When do they usually announce next year's modular building? I don't know, Sasquatch. I don't know when the announcement is. Now, I think last year's modular was, this last year's modular was released right on January, right? Like first day. Oh, is that right, Mike? For the Assembly Square? That came out like January 1st, didn't it? Some years before, it would come out maybe a month or two after January, but I think this last year and maybe the one before was like straight on January, if I'm not mistaken. I could be, but the announcement though, I don't know. I have no idea when the first news for modularity creator stuff came out. It's all new to me. Or it's not new, it's just unknown. I wish me 2 UCS sets 2018. What would be a UCS AT-AT? And the second one is absolutely doesn't matter at all. So you want that AT-AT. It looks like, according to the rumors, the leading rumor is that the next big UCS set is going to be a Star Destroyer, a recreation of the Ultimate Collector Series Star Destroyer, which doesn't surprise me. It looks like LEGO's going through a lot of their older sets and just updating them, which isn't like the worst thing in the world. I know a lot of people are like, make something new, but as long as there's still good sets, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I would like to see like a Venator or a Nebulon B or something like that, something we haven't gotten. Also an AT-AT. We're no strangers to AT-ATs around here, that's for sure. Yeah, this is mostly brick stacking now. I messed up a little bit of that Technic stuff in the beginning. Do you like Star Wars? If you're talking to me, Absamundo. Usually October is when the announcement is. Okay, so this next month we should be getting the announcement for the next Creator Modular. I'm hoping, I mean, in my heart of hearts, I know it's not going to happen, but it would be cool if we got a record shop. That'd be my go-to for sure. Okay. Hi, hello. Do you find Lego set from the stream? Love Lego, but it's so expensive. Yeah. Do we fund the Lego sets from the stream? The stream? No, we don't. I mean, the stream is a good way to offset a little bit of the cost. But I mean, all the general funding of the sets and everything is through YouTube views and stuff. So yeah, this is part of it, but definitely not the biggest part. It definitely does help. For sure it helps. Yeah, Nebulon B frigate would be awesome. What is your favorite Lego set that you have built? I mean, we did build the UCS Falcon, so that's a pretty good place to start. I only built half of it, to be fair, but it was still like 12 hours. I don't know. There's so many sets out there now. And I have so many different facets on how I judge a Lego set that it's really hard for me to just be like, this one is my favorite, like blanket statement. It's like people saying like, what's your favorite movie? I've got so many favorite movies, like I couldn't possibly tell you. All right. Here we go, building up the Panama. It would be cool to see the Panama Canal. I think that would be actually kind of a cool thing to visit. Here we go. So we're almost done with the first section, the first of 5. Ooh, here we go. We're building up 2 of the walls. I'm going to move this out of the way. So we've got some nice big walls to build. Yeah, so this is going to be part of the mechanical setup. Jack, today is my B-Day. Well, happy birthday, Extreme Banter Boy. Did I? Look at this. Oh, I know what I did. It's the unmarked bag. What about a minifig scale X-Wing or Death Star? Well, there's a big difference between a minifig scale X-Wing or Death Star. They've done minifig scale X-Wing before, but the UCS version is like really not that good. I know they could do an insanely better job. We have a minifig scale X-Wing custom mock here in the studio, which is pretty dope. So if they did something along those lines for a custom build, that would be pretty amazing. So yeah, that would be sweet to get a minifig scale thing. I don't know. There's so many good ships out there though. Jack, how did you get this? Thank you for asking, Lego Figure. This was sent to us by Lego with the explicit sort of intent to just kind of like showcase it, promote it. Remember, guys, this is a set that is it's a bit of a collector's set, but it's also a bit of it's also engineered as an educational set. So this set. The profits from this set, 50% of all the profits from this set go to STEM education. So that's part of the reason why if you look at the price for this set in the description, which is at $250, it's considerably more. But remember, literally like when getting the set, it's also you donating money to STEM education in Panama. So it's got sort of a philanthropic sort of undertone, and it's engineered in a way where if you're an educator, like if you're a teacher, and you wanted sort of a special sort of different kind of lesson that would be a little bit more engaging probably than like a standard one, definitely more than a lecture, you could set this thing up with, you could have 5 students build this as part of a interactive lesson, or probably more, but it would just be less build time. Cool. So this part is going to slide along here. Ooh, yeah, and you can actually see how the water gets in. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah. So these are going to slide in, and then you can actually see. Oh, that's cool. These are the first levees. Can you see that? That's actually kind of cool. And then it should be able to, I spun it too far out. If you shoot it too far out, then it doesn't want to catch back in, so you have to like move it back in. Cool. I like that. All right. We're almost done, by the way. Just a little bit more of the extra detailing. Let's see. Which section should I have it on? All right. Yeah. Oh, that's not long enough. This one. I need the big one. So that's going to keep it from shooting out too far. So now they're locked in. They're locked into place. Now they're not coming out anywhere. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. And this. All right. Just a couple more pieces. All right. Oh, you know what? I must have missed pieces. I totally did. Let's figure out where I missed them. Where could I have missed them? I had these ones on the inside. And these ones. I had these pieces. That's actually a lot to miss. It's probably one whole, I'm gonna switch out to this camera, but that's probably one whole spot that like is missing. I'm wondering if I needed to put up another layer on the wall. Dude, that was it. Okay, that's easy. That's an easy fix. Okay. JK. Alright, let me show you what I missed. Oop, oop, oop. There we go. So these little walls here, I might even be able to, yeah, I think I can just take them off this way. Oh, actually, I do need to move this out. That's easy. Need to take the little plates out. Just one wall higher. That was it. Alright. Easy peasy. Favorite Simpson? From the family? Bart. From the entire show? From the complete entire show, 100%, I'd say Mr. Burns. Yeah, that'd be about right. Alright, we're good. Let me just look around, make sure that we're not missing any other small pieces. We jump through very quick. Always good to make sure that you're not missing anything. Okay, those ones are fine. Looking around, looking around, looking around, looking around. I think we're good. Just make sure. Oh boy. I see which parts I missed. Okay. It's actually not too bad of a piece that I missed. Right there. There. I don't even really get that. That's not gonna change any of the structural stability, and it's the same thing here. Flip that off. That was the last of the little pieces that I had skipped out on. But yeah, there we go. All right, guys. I'm officially done messing this one up, but I'm totally done with the first section. Sweet. That always feels good. Boom. 100%. Finito with the first one. So let's get manual number 2 out. Check out YouTube channel. LOL, that's a lot of Lego. Hello, chat. Anyone here? People are here. I'm here, Bricks for Beck. I'm here. Cool. So I think after I finish this one, it tells you too. So like I just did that. Then I'll move on to this. It looks like they're all going to kind of get incrementally bigger too. But I think they're going to be able to attach once I finish this. Ooh, and this is going to have the sign. I should be able to build another one. So let me switch. This is a kind of a cool camera. I like this angle. Cool. I think I got them all. Move it down to here. All right. ¿Quién es español? Who is Spanish? I'm not, but I understood the question. Is your bro's name Benny? Are you talking to me? Because if you are, the answer is no. All right, let's get. I'm gonna spread these parts out a little bit further, so I have lots of space. Okay. Look at that. There's like 15 pieces in this bag. I don't know why they had to put that into a separate bag. I'll keep it separated though from the rest of them because it looks like it wants me to. We are also on stream. Check out Bello from Argentina. Is Bello a way you say hello, or are you just being silly? I can't tell. Can we see the mock X-wing? Yeah, at a certain point. Where's the mock X-wing? Is it in your room? Oh, wait, no, the mock X-wing is actually in our background. We switch out some of the ships in our main background, not this one that you see here in the studio, but for when I've got like in the one in my office, when I do other types of episodes. So, yeah. So that mock X-wing is actually in the background. You might have been able to see it. Ooh, I don't think you saw it for today's episode because I filmed that intro like a few days later, but yeah, it'll appear in tomorrow's episode for Friday. Yeah. It'll appear. You'll see the mock X-wing in tomorrow's episode. Cool, okay. So, ooh, here we go. These are always fun pieces. These big, fat Technic squares. Arguably the strongest connecting pieces in all of Lego. I mean, you could never pull this apart. Not unless you were very, very, very strong. Will you make Pickle Rick review vid? You know what? I'm kind of like bummed because I've made it. I've made the video, but I edited it in a way where I was like, oh, you can get the download and the instructions and stuff, but we haven't actually set up that aspect of a website yet, and I'm like wondering if I should just recut the video now to just not have that as part of the video. So I'm done with the video for Pickle Rick, but I might, but I want to be able to have the download like available to people. We just don't have the system implemented. So I'm just sort of sitting on it right now, which is it's a big bummer because I'm like, oh, Pickle Rick, yeah, I'm excited about it, but I actually haven't shown it yet, or I don't have the episode ready. So that's kind of too bad. So yeah, you guys will see it. It'll eventually come out, but I don't think it's gonna come out that soon. Even though it's finished, it's weird, right? I think I just make it public. Oh wait, that's a short piece. Nice table plate. You like this backdrop? Yeah, that was a graphic design from Mike. Mike conceptualized it and he put it back in. I think it looks pretty good. Should I get the Rogue One Y-Wing? I thought it was a pretty good set. It's the best Y-Wing they've ever made. But I feel like that's often the case with so many of the ships now. Like, because the designers are just they're coming at it just a bit stronger, I feel like. Or I mean, just Lego designs in general have become more advanced and just cooler looking in general. So, yeah, there's a good chance that. Ooh, okay. Let's see, is this the proper one? I put the wrong size brown plate on the last time, and this is proper. Okay, this is the right size. Hey Jack, I dare you to shave off your beard for tomorrow. You know what? I actually cut it way down, Connor. Thanks for noticing. It was like way bushier, and then I kind of thinned it out. So I do maintain it somewhat, but no, I'm not gonna shave it off. Kit McCormick, please get some Bionicle. You know, we have an old Bionicle set that's kind of sitting on our shelf that we're not building. And I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna build that though. I used to have so much of the old Bionicle back when they came out in the pods and stuff, where the packages where you actually bought the set was shaped like a little spaceship that the Bionicle was supposed to crash land on. So that was kind of a cool concept for buying a set, because you never get rid of its case, because the case was part of, like the case where you actually got your Lego was part of the set itself. Like that was kind of fun. But I don't have any of that old stuff. We've, like, over the years, like my brothers and I, we've gone through like getting a bunch of Lego and then losing it all or selling it all or just giving a lot of it away to like family and friends. We've like gone through sort of stages of having certain kinds of Lego and then just not having it anymore. Here we go. Building up a nice big gray wall. Please get up. Oh, back to the bricks. Coming in with a spoiler. Snoke is Jar Jar Binks. Bum, bum, bum. It'd be really funny if they brought Jar Jar back. Maybe that was the big creative difference between, like, you know, those directors that left on Han Solo, or the director that decided to opt out of Episode 9. Maybe they were just like, we need Jar Jar. Disney was like, no. He's like, that's it. I quit. Maybe that was the whole creative difference problem they had. They just really needed to have Jar Jar. Yo, my boys. What are you talking about? I'm looking at some random comments and I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I know that other piece is in here. Are you kidding me? Are you being for real right now? Oh, there it is. Okay, I knew it. There we go. Jack, I dare you to build a Pickle Rick mock, then throw it away. Symbolism equals viewers. You mean like build the mock and then like roll it into a gutter or something? Perpendicular, perpendicular. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. Okay. Oh yeah, I need another. I like this song. It's such a feel-good tune, man. Where are these 1x3s? They're hiding from me. I know it. Oh, there's one. There they are. Worst subject in school. Is that a question? What is the worst subject in school? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I didn't have too many least favorites. I think I liked math a lot when I was younger, and then it got really tough, and then I didn't like it as much, but I don't know. Jack, do a live on every Marvel set you have shown on the next live build. Oh, like every Marvel set that we have here in the studio? It's not such a bad idea, actually. Yeah, I was planning on doing a build or a video that showed all of our minifig scale Star Wars ships that we currently own. Because we have a lot of them. So I might do a video just showing our minifig scale Star Wars ships, because we have a huge amount. And the Falcon is definitely a pretty good sort of cherry on top, I guess, of the whole thing. Nice. Nice, fun gear piece here. This is, I think, going to raise and lower the water levels. I have a feeling that's what this is for. So we've built up a fun little gear piece, and that should fit right in there. Easy peasy. I hate this song, Jack. Ah. Greetings from Cologne, Germany. Thank you for your many super videos. Please keep it up, you. Please keep it up. Thank you. And I'll learn how to read English eventually. I was like, it's doubly embarrassing when you know the person writing you the message is from Germany too, not their native language. Thank you though. Social studies, easy for you. That was your least favorite subject. Yeah, that's a pretty common one, I think. Social studies is really just depends on the teacher. That's the hard thing, especially. I think now that I'm a little bit older and I'm looking back, I'm like, so much of like the things that you don't like about a certain subject almost always have to do with just the way it was like kind of presented or taught. Like it just didn't vibe. But I think every subject at a certain point has potential to be interesting and to be fulfilling. It just really depends on how it's presented. So that's my own personal take. Anything remotely resembling ska is awesome music, period. I like ska. I like the, I mean, I don't want to go out and be like, oh, I'm a big fan and I know these people, but yeah, I can go. I'm down. I'm down with the trumpets and the punk attitude. I went to one ska show once. It was more of just like a garage party thing, but the ska band there was pretty intense. They're really intense. The people that like play that stuff are it's a different kind of show, man. Real big fish? Not as much. Can you guys hear that? There is a jet flying so low over our office right now. We're like in an area in San Diego that's pretty close to one of... Today is Thursday. Have you like memorized the jet flight schedules? Oh, is there?
Blue Angels.
Oh, the Blue Angels might be practicing. Because that one was louder than normal. We're pretty used to having giant jets flying over. What's your favorite pizza flavor? Favorite kind of pizza? Ooh. Oh, those are Blue Angels. Oh man, Blue Angels are awesome.
Yeah. They're gonna practice today and tomorrow, I think.
Oh, sweet. These guys are nuts. Mike's going out to watch the Blue Angels.
Yeah,
but I'm dedicated.
The
They're over the valley right now?
Yeah.
Oh man, okay. This better not be a ×2 build. Hold on, let me just look back. No, okay. But favorite type of pizza flavor? I gotta say, I do like just combo. Just like if it's got sausage, pepperoni, peppers, onions, olives, just anything. Like kind of, you know, just everything. I think those are the best kinds of pizzas. I like it all, sort of dumped on there. But I think I've told this story once or twice. Ooh, oh, hold on. I do want to show this little function. This is how the gear system's gonna. What am I doing? This is how the gear system's gonna work. Check it. I wonder if it's gonna fall all the way down when I drop it. It might. Hold on. Okay. Oh, there we go. Did you see that? So this is actually gonna raise and lower the water level. Why do I feel like it should be dropping much lower than this? Oh, there we go. There we go. That's right. It was getting caught. Isn't that cool? Oh, and it kind of like locks there. I don't think that's intentional for it to lock. It's just not totally put together properly. Isn't that cool though? So this is when the levees switch over and they have to change water levels when they move the ships through. Very cool. Also pineapples. If it's, you know what? The thing is, pineapples are fine on a pizza. My own personal take is don't make the chunks of pineapple gigantic. I've done things like a lot of the time people will be exposed to pineapple on pizza and hate it. And it's because the chunks of pineapple on the pizza are like huge chunks of pineapple. And it's like, okay, that's...
I wish I had my camera.
You can take the DSLR out there if you want.
We had a lot of pictures of them last year, but then
Oh,
they
yeah.
like at the valley.
Oh, that's cool.
Like Blue Angel 6 or just above us right now.
Oh, nuts.
I'm an aviation geek, so Blue Angels is the best one.
Are they actually the best team? Like in your...
They're like the most well known and like actually I think also one of the best in the world.
You think so?
Yeah.
I remember watching them when I was a kid.
The Thunderbirds and Blue Angels,
Oh yeah?
and I think Blue Angels are like also better.
Man, I saw a show in South Korea when I was there. That was pretty intense. That was pretty
Did you ever
awesome.
see Blue Angels here in San Diego?
Not in San Diego, but I've seen them in San Francisco.
You know the air show is like this weekend.
Oh,
You
nice.
should go, like it's free.
Yeah, man.
They have practice sessions like today and tomorrow, and
The Blue Angels.
I would love to go on Saturday, but I think I'm gonna have to stay home.
Oh, nice.
I've been like 2 years now in a row.
Oh, man.
They're awesome. They're flying like so low. Dude, I think like they're gonna fly over your apartment like tomorrow.
You think so?
It's gonna be like, last year was like, I had friends living there, and I was like, you can like say anything so loud.
Right.
It just go like super low, like no limits.
That's sweet. I'm down. I'm
Hey, it's a cool show.
yeah. Did I tell you about the show I saw in South Korea when I was like I was at the beach and there's this big mud festival going on. Oh yeah, I'll have a slice. I was at the beach and there's this big mud festival going on, so everybody's like swimming around in the beach. Oh yeah, you can real smell it now.
Oh yeah, it's like the. You want a slice?
Yeah, I'll take a slice. But like, they probably did announce that they were gonna do a show, but I was there with some friends and we didn't know anything about like the jet show. We were all swimming in the water. It's a huge crowded beach, tons of people in the water.
You want the Alfredo one?
No. I want one of the other ones. The Alfredo one's intense, dude.
Yeah, it's
super intense.
this one.
Yeah, just one's good. But we didn't know that there was going to be a show. So imagine you're just swimming in the water, like trying to catch some waves, like we had boogie boards and stuff, and just jets just went boom, like right over our heads in perfect formation. Then they all split off, like right over us, and we were just like, what?
They do some really cool stuff. They have like Rangel's like pattern is like changing every year,
Yeah,
and they always like do the craziest like.
dude, it is really
They do the
intense.
craziest formations.
Yeah.
Stuff like. I would love to see them, but I think I don't have time this weekend. It's a bummer. But we can always watch the training. Like training is today, probably tomorrow.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's the training day.
All right, guys, I've implemented a trigger. Now there's a little bit of tension, and now the water actually, that is not pressed down all the way.
Maybe
There we
a bit
go.
too much, but
Oh,
I'm gonna make myself one too.
thank you, sir.
I'll probably move.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes. It looks fine, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
The one day old pizza.
It's 1 day old. The mushroom in the front looks a little bit haggard. Look at that. Ooh, yeah, let me turn that brightness up. Yeah. Get that nice depth of... Oh, yeah. Brooklyn style, baby. Ooh, yeah. Is that boneless pizza? You dang right it is boneless pizza.
What?
I don't know. It's like a joke that happens. I don't know what that's from or why people say that, but I know people do say that.
Keep building some Lego street.
All right. I'm gonna eat a slice. Sorry, guys. Sorry, not sorry. Hold on, let me turn that light down. Ooh, did we have a dropped frame? Oh no, we didn't. Okay.
A dropped frame?
No, we didn't.
Oh no.
It froze for like a second here. How do you distinguish a UCS set from a not UCS set? Mostly because most of the time they do have a
sticker like a
there's a graphic that says Ultimate Collector Series, but also amongst the community, people decided like Assault on Hoth, yeah, it's not really a UCS set. It's too hot.
No, it's too hot. This microwave is just killing this thing.
Oh, so it's fine for me.
Well, 20 seconds. I'm burned myself.
It's because it's thin. Heats up
Yeah.
real fast, but
Yeah.
Ow. So yeah, UCS will have an indicator on it, but it's weird because BB-8 didn't have a UCS sticker, but I would consider that a UCS set.
Yeah, the BB-8 is weird. Like.
And then Assault on Hoth has a UCS sticker, but I don't
BB-8
consider that a
gets the
UCS
sticker,
set.
but there is no ribbon on the box.
Yeah.
And it's like perfectly described the R2, which was UCS.
Yeah. And UCS Assault on Hoth doesn't have a sticker because it's not a
Yeah, it doesn't, I don't know,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So weird. The designer of the Hot set was on the stream for the Falcon. He designed the Falcon and he donated.
Hans Schulmer, yeah, that was awesome. Thank you, Hans.
That was him donating us
Again?
$10 for the Falcon.
Yeah,
The actual designer.
I know.
That was great.
I told John that. He was just like, what?
That was great. Yeah. I guess Lego is digging our streams.
Yeah, man.
That's good. She's gonna be a good baby, is she?
Will we participate in the Carillion Freighter contest for Rebrick?
We can send this one.
Just send a picture of the UCS Falcon to him.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I swear we designed
I swear
this.
we designed it. Totally. I don't know.
No, we should send the picture of it and then change like one piece. Put like
A custom.
we should just make like a pink satellite dish on the top of it
Yeah,
and
yeah.
be like, it's original.
Oh, it's so cool. Here's the partner for you.
Mm.
And actually, it does taste good like a day after.
What's the yellow car truck behind me?
This one?
Toy Story.
It's a Toy Story truck.
It's the Pizza Planet truck. Hey, that was a good eye.
The rest of the studio is a
Pizza
mess.
Planet truck and the pizza. Yeah.
Ah,
This is actually a really good set.
I see.
Well, let me switch it down to this camera. Oh, we have Rex in the back. I was about to do the Toy Story minifigure collection video last week, and I realized we're missing one version of Ham. He's covered in paint. We don't have that guy. Anyways, that's actually not a bad... That's a really cool way that they did the hood. I thought it looked pretty good, actually. It's a little bit of a weak build. There's certain parts that kind of break off a little too easily that probably wouldn't fit that well with today's build standards, but I think the look of this truck is actually very, very good. Bam.
This dude was such a mess when we were doing the Falcon.
Tickly Pickles wants to know what's going on with you, man. Says, Mike, what's going on, man? I'm on, my main man.
Doing good, man. Doing some edits. Stuff. Things happen.
Yeah, guys, I spent a long time on the edit that's coming out tomorrow for Friday, so you guys better watch it.
You better watch.
It was actually a lot of fun to make, though. That's why I spent so much time on it, because I was like having fun doing it.
Quite fun video coming tomorrow. It's coming tomorrow, right?
Yeah, scheduled.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if I officially scheduled it, but I will.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's a fun. It's like something different than we used to have so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's a different one.
We have so many of those things now. It's awesome. You know, I almost want to make like a wall, like have like just the spools just like on hand, like ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm wondering. I'm kind of bummed that it doesn't exist in white because I'm like, couldn't we just use that for our minifig piece for the bottom?
I think I heard something.
Oh, I did. I heard a bit.
Bit?
What the bit? STB
100
Gaming.
bits, yo.
STB Gaming has used 100 bits.
Thanks, sir.
B-Day 100. All right. Thank you, STB Gaming, for the donation.
Oh man, I should add the jars to this screen.
Pizza money.
Here.
Oh, yeah.
Here. That'll be good. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Back to work.
Mike's back to editing.
Just have to like get some energy.
Jack, like eating chicken. Do I like to eat chicken? I mean, who doesn't like chicken? Assuming you're not a vegetarian. Wait, ham? Pizza? Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, the plane is so long.
Jack, why do you delete the live streams after they're finished? I don't know. It was more of just like, we like to have the permanent videos that remain up on our channel be more about sort of the quality edits that we put out as opposed to the live stream stuff. And you can find our live stream stuff on Twitch. All of our videos remain up for at least 2 months. So, I mean, if you really do want to watch our old live streams.
Less than that, we have like 48 last live streams.
Okay, 48 live streams.
Maybe around 2 months.
A little less than 2 months worth, but people were complaining like crazy when we left our live streams up on our channel, though. What is your favorite Lego game from the 2000s? And now? Well, Star Wars. Lego Star Wars games were the best. They were basically the only Lego games I actually really liked to play. And then the rest were like, I don't know. I haven't really gotten into any other ones after those. Can you do every Star Wars minifigure of 2017 video? Yeah, I think so. We were just talking about that the other day, but it's becoming that part in the year where we should start doing a lot of update videos to some of our older collections. So we're going to update a lot of our big old collections. Not old, but like the ones from last year. So, yeah, in the next coming months, yeah, you'll see some Star Wars updates and you'll see some Marvel and DC updates and stuff like that. City update? Yes, City update is coming. Probably next week. Why don't you make a live stream archive channel? You know, I wouldn't mind. Mike, do you think there's a way that we could still have our live streams appear on our main channel, except not have it affect our upload timeline? Like, we don't have it show up on our regular upload timeline? You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
They always stop in upload.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could make a separate, even a playlist.
Yeah, I know. That it would be kind of nice if we could keep it up in a playlist if people really wanted to find it, but not interfere with our normal content. Just getting some napkins. Alright, now I tried to hold the pizza from the sort of floury back part by the, actually, yeah, my hands are not greasy, okay. I was just holding it by the back crusty spot, so I don't think I've got any real grease. Woo! That was a good little pizza break. Good stuff. Okay, let's go back. A lot of our live streams are enlisted. Responding to that question. Yeah, a lot of them are. What is that? Yeah, that needs to be back on. Okay, let's see. Where was I? Where was I? Always watching. Always watching. What are you eating? We just had a slice of pizza, Simon, and it was very delicious. I think Brooklyn style is the way to go, man. Yeah. It doesn't work for the Alfredo sauce. And the hearty marinara is, I think, also a better way to go. Yeah.
It's good, but it's like maybe just this batch is too salty.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, here we go. And then this is going to be our last little trigger right here. Hold on. Before I put the trigger onto this, I should reinforce. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. How did you get this set? Great question, Brick Motion Studios. This was sent to us by Lego. It was actually sent to us by like the Panama STEM group, like the guys that I think initially had this thing commissioned. And there is an affiliate link below where you can buy it, and 50% of all the money that you spend goes to the promotion of science and technology education to students in Panama. And that's part of the reason, I mean, that's sort of, I think, the initial push for having this set made. And this set is also created in a fashion, even down to the point of manual distribution. It's created in a way that that allows you to have it be more like of an educational set, which is kind of cool. So yeah, it's an expensive set, but it's something that I think would appeal to educators quite a bit. There we go. That's it. You don't really, it only takes it. Oh my god, you see that? It is about to take that whole top off. This thing needs to be reinforced a little bit more before I start messing around with the gears too much. Okay, let's do it this way. Now this is where I messed up on the other builds because I was going too quick or I wasn't paying attention enough. Jack, did you see the Lego Ninjago movie Winter Wave sets leak? I saw some of them. I saw a couple of them. And I'm looking forward to it, man. I am maintaining this statement. I've said it before. I'm say it again, and that is that I think the Ninjago movie waves, the Ninjago movie sets, like in general, like that first wave that we got was probably the single strongest Lego wave set like we've ever had. I thought it was just good all across the board. There's a great variation between the sets. The builds for the sets were all super complete. The minifigs were really good, and the price was incredibly reasonable, like really reasonable for all the Lego Ninjago movie sets compared to just about any other wave. So, yeah, the wave 2 looks like just an extension. It looks like just an extension of a lot of the same quality designs and stuff from the first wave. So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to wave 2. I only saw 2 of the picture. I only saw like Cole's Oh, the pics are official? Oh, Garmadon's Volcano Layers. Okay, I haven't seen that picture yet. What else? Spinjitzu Lloyd. Cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I'm down. The Lego Ninjago movie sets are amazing. All right, there we go. Jack, did you see? Does a good mustache help you build? Absolutely. Thank you, the unknown dope. That was, I think, maybe one of the highest quality questions we've received on the stream. I mean that non-sarcastically. A good mustache helps you do everything better. That's science right there. Oh, interesting. Oh, we're building a whole other little section. I thought we were going to add on. Oops, I was confusing myself. Okay. Jack, what is your favorite corn dog manufacturer? James Ellsworth. Oh man, I just said the mustache question was the best question we've gotten on the stream. We just got our next best question. What corn dog manufacturer is my favorite? The Corny Maloney Manufacturing Corporation, of course. The Corny Maloney Manufacturing Corn Dog Company. I believe that's their full name. You can Google that. Please do. Please Google that. All right. Sorry. Move that around. Hey, Jack. Where is FanMox video? It's coming next week. Sorry, I got totally just overwhelmed with a ton of other videos this week. So the FanMox, I started working on it. It's not like it's not coming. It'll just come. I might do the FanMox videos like once every 2 weeks or something, just because it is so much extra work throughout the week. It really does take a long time to put those videos together. I don't even have time to really like try to put any cool editing in there because it's just downloading. No joke, it's downloading like 500 or more pictures. And because all the file names are labeled in a weird way, I can't just download them all and import them. I've got to do it one by one because the downloader will organize them in a weird, or when they import to Premiere, they import in a weird way. So they kind of get all kind of confused. It's a huge logistical sort of nightmare putting that episode together, which takes a long time. So it does, I like doing it, but it does take time. So I just got super overwhelmed trying to knock out other content this week, and I didn't finish off that edit. So it'll just be an extra long video for next week. You look like Larry the Barista. I have no idea who that is. Jack, if you had to choose what minifigure would be released at SDCC 2018, what minifigure would you choose? Ooh. Be very interesting. Minifigures from SDCC. I'm trying to think. I want to go to X-Men. I would like it if they did like a classic. If they did Professor X from X-Men, but like, and they included like a build for his chair in the exclusive set. That would be awesome if they did an exclusive Professor X, like from the comic books, where he's like bald but he doesn't look like super old. I think that would be pretty awesome. That would be my number one choice. Okay, and we're grabbing a couple of these larger pieces, and then one particularly large. Okay, here we go. There we go. This is the brick that's really going to enforce a lot more structural stability. Oh, oops. There we go. Come on, there we go. Brickball, do you have every Lego set in existence? No, not even close. And the more we enter this world of collectors and we start learning more about other collectors, there's lots of Lego collectors out there that have quite a bit more than us, I think. But we're constantly growing, and we're starting to become a bit more. I mean, we've got a lot. We've got a lot. I don't think we have. We're nowhere even, not even a little bit close to having all of them. But we do have a decent amount. And it just gets bigger. Every wave release, all that stuff, we're doing pretty good. And our main thing is storage right now. We're constantly running out of space and trying to figure out how to fit more Lego into the same confined area. It's not really that confined, but it starts to get confined after so much, adding more and more sets every time. Here we go. We're almost done with this section, guys. Okay, 1. Okay, 2. I just invented Lego shoes, so now when you step on Lego, it doesn't hurt. It just means you grow taller. I see what you did there. Where did the... Oh, there it is. There we go. Getting there, guys. Hey, Jack. Have you played Sonic Mania? It's amazing. No, I have not, but I have watched the Donkey videos where he talks it up like it's crazy. No, I haven't played I haven't played any of the new Sonic stuff. Honestly, I really liked N64. No, not N64, Nintendo, like Sega Genesis. Never got into any of the modern Sonic stuff, not even a little bit. But I have heard Mania is it's like an awesome sort of callback to the original funness of the original Sonic games. No, I can kill it. You guys picking a fight with Nightbot? Remember, Nightbot always wins. Nightbot sees everything. All right. You might be able to see what we're doing here. This is pretty much, this might actually be the exact same bit of building. So open and close these levees. So Jack, do you think there will get one more Falcon for the Han Solo movie? I think we will, Edward. Yeah, we definitely will. They've got to. Dude, it's the Han Solo movie. This is back when he's going to get the Falcon from Lando. You know, I won that fair and square. So, like, that's going to happen in the movie. It's going to be, like, Han Solo, like, I have a feeling he's gonna be really, really good at mechanical stuff, like maybe when the movie starts. You know what I mean? I have a feeling he's gonna immediately figure out all the cool, like, stuff on how the Falcon works. You know what I mean? He's probably gonna fly through another asteroid field. I just have a feeling that's gonna happen. Because how would he have the confidence to do it again? Like, he's gonna fly through an asteroid field. Just mark my words, it's gonna happen. When does the fan video come out? It's gonna come out along with the Sunday top 10 mocks. It's gonna be a separate video, but come out on the same day. Look at Rick. Now these were the pieces that I missed last time, and I can understand because it says build one layer, build the next layer, then the next step is build this, and then I skipped it. It wants to go back to building these ones. So they kind of push those things out of order a little bit for a reason I have yet to understand. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there, guys. Oh, you think they're going to show the Kessel Run in the movie? Oh, snap. That would be something. You know what's going to be funny is, like, if he, if, like, you find out that he was just lying about how fast it did the Kessel Run. Like it did. Yeah, exactly. Like, they do it in, like, 14 or 15 parsecs or something. And then they just lie about it. Like they crash it or something, except like nobody knows. I don't know. Like it'd be really funny if you find out that it totally never did, like the run in that time, even though it doesn't actually make. I have no idea. They're super vague about what the Kessel Run even is. Okay. Dude, you got, I don't know, man. It seems like you actually know. That's what I heard.
Okay, so Kessel Run is a hyperspace.
Okay, the Kessel Run's a hyperspace route. But that's so vague, though. Like, uh-huh. All right, we've got our little Panama sign. There we go. Looks pretty good. Was there anything else for this? Okay, yes, there was. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay. Boom. Nice, guys. Okay, now that one definitely doesn't have any extra spare parts. Boom! All right. Number 2 is Dunzo, McFunzo. Let's move that down. Number 3. Ooh, can I put these together? Hold on. I think I can. I think they go together like this. No. They would go together like this. They totally would. Yeah, they do. Let me fit that. Oh, nice. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, hold on. There we go. So this is our first actual look at how the Panama thing works. So, hold on. We can actually do it now with the ship. So this is the first one. So, like the ship comes in, and the levees open, and then the ship goes, the levees close, and then they raise the water level up, and then they open up the next level. And well, you'll see. Obviously, I think you'll probably have a pretty decent idea on how that works now. So cool. It only fits together with one single one of these though. I feel like adding just one more would probably be better. Okay, anyways, let's move back to this shot, because this shot is the best shot. You can see everything in the whole okay, let's go, moving on to number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's it. This is going to be a big set. Mike, this is going to be a big one. You can't ban a user from the channel if you didn't use bad words. Yeah, yes and no. Depends on how disruptive the person is. It's up to the banner's discretion. What's going on here? Nothing, Marcus. Nothing to see here. Move along. Which franchise do you want in Lego form? That was from Drake. I don't know how you say him. Drake? I'm just going to say Drake. It's totally not how you say your name, but I'm just going to say that. Franchise do I want in Lego form? I think we've talked about this before, but I think getting a Zelda franchise from like Ocarina of Time or the new Zelda game from Switch, I think that would be sweet. Or just cross-platform Zelda games. Like maybe one set would be like an Ocarina of Time set, and then they would do another one from like a different dungeon, but it would be like old school Zelda from like one of the original. I don't know. Like that'd be kind of fun. Hey Jack, hello Jamie. Will you ever make a Lego Ideas set? I mean, I've submitted stuff to Lego Ideas kind of as a joke. Just because it's always been like Rick and Morty mocks that like Lego could never possibly accept as a license. So I've submitted stuff to Lego Ideas that could never actually become an official Lego Ideas set. So I have, but I haven't. Generally speaking, no. I don't think I'm going to be submitting stuff. You know what's interesting is like, Lego owns your idea set for 3 years or something after you submit the idea to them. Like all you have to do is submit the idea. Whoa, we just got a follower and another follower. Eligo Player has followed, and Henry J2468 has followed. Welcome. Sorry, let me switch back down to this one. This is what we're looking for. Are you hearing that? That is amazingly loud. That is really loud.
How are these guys?
These are like way louder than normal. Like I know there's music and stuff playing, but that is a really loud jet. It's a really, really loud jet. I'm just sitting back with my popcorn watching the chat. All right, Jamin Groove. Let's do it. Let's groove. Okay, I think this is from the unmarked bag, I have a feeling. Where's the whole... Oh. Hello, Alex. Hello, everybody. Hello. Military base? Yeah, there's like an Air Force base kind of close to this location. Then again, that's sort of like all of San Diego is like, oh yeah, we live close to an Air Force base. Like that's like half of San Diego right there. But they're currently training. The Blue Angels are currently training for an air show tomorrow, so it's particularly loud today. Eat Santa, eat. None likes a skinny Santa. What are you? What is this chat about? Does anyone remember when the Lego Batman movie was rickrolling? Oh yeah, I remember that. Unfortunately. What is your favorite Lego theme? I I mean, I like the classic ones. I like the ones that actually have to do with just good general system builds, like for cities and stuff. But Lego City hasn't been doing very well, especially recently. So I feel like Creator is probably one of my favorite themes. Here we go. So we're building up a much larger base now because each of these subsequent layers has got to be taller than the next. Oh, this light is not on anymore. Did it burn out? Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better, guys. It's a little lighter. Yeah, so this subsequent build, I don't know. Let's see. Did I do this right? Oh. All right.
So that was a flight of 4 F-18s, like that kicked off like car around the park next to us.
Oh, here they come back.
Yeah, I guess.
They're coming back.
It's like 8 grand.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, guys. I don't like Pickle Rick. I prefer Rickle Pick. Really vintage bricks. How about Brickle Rick? Huh? Huh? Because he's made of Lego? Or you can make a brick out of him. Oh, that'd be a funny thing to do. Is make like, oh, that would be such a good mock. Is like just make a larger than life Lego brick, which is like a really common build, but then just put in Pickle Rick's, but put Rick's face into the Lego brick, and you could call him Brickle Rick. Oh my gosh. Mike, take over the stream. I'm going to start building that. Alright, I'm just making sure I execute Order 66. You're approaching 300,000 subs. We are just a kid that rants. We are approaching 300,000. We're super stoked. We have absolutely nothing planned for that. We're probably just going to do like a thank you video, I think. Yeah, we don't have anything planned for 300,000 subs. Mike is going to wear a blonde woman's wig and a dress. And he's going to put lipstick on. And he's just going to run around doing... That's what he's going to do. 300,000 sub video. You heard it here first. You heard it here first, guys. Hey Jack, do you know where you're actually Rick and Morty building toys are from? McFarlane Toys about my name and I am from Czech Republic and we have some very unique letters. Yes. Oh yeah, Mike is recording news. Now he asked me specifically to speak louder. So my voice gets in. Yeah, I have. You know what? And I honestly, like, we've been focusing entirely on Lego stuff, but I've been looking at those McFarlane toy builds, and I really want to build them. Part of me wants to reach out and be like, hey guys, like, I don't know. If McFarlane Toys wanted to send us a bunch of those builds to us, I'd build them. Generally speaking, I only would kind of like it just because I'm a big fan of the show. The actual builds, I don't even know why they're buildable. Like, they don't, because you can't really, they're such specific pieces, and so many of them are so perfectly unique just to, you know, each of those themes for McFarlane Toys, that, like, I don't see the utility in them actually being buildable in the first place. Like, they're riding this weird line that just doesn't work, in my opinion. So I would like to build those toys just because I'm a big Rick and Morty fan, but I don't know. I don't know how feasibly I could give it like a really positive review. I've seen some of the other reviews on those toys just because I've looked at them. The Rick and Morty toys. They look cool because I like the show, but they don't actually look like they're that great. It's my own personal thing. What about a Rickle? Yeah. Yeah, see? Don Rickles. No. Oh, here we go. A lot of these pieces now. This is basically a repeat now. It's funny because we're almost building the exact same thing as the other section, except this is a larger base, and then we just put the same thing on top of it. That's kind of what it's looking like. these ones. Jack, what Lego sets do you have to live stream? Right now, we don't really have that much. I'm currently ordering a ton of older sets. So in the future, we're gonna have some older ones to build because we're gonna be doing some collection videos in the future. So I think I'm gonna be ordering some older sets. So there's a little bit to work with, but we don't have a ton of sets right now. I'm also in the process of ordering a lot of smaller mocks, so I can do some small mock videos for live streams as well. Nothing super big, because larger mock videos can take forever. They can also be really exhausting when you don't have any proper guidance or way to have instructions for them. They take quite a bit of time. So, yeah, we're working on stuff. Trying to get it a little bit more organized. Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, this is the exact same build as before. Just about. You like the older sets? Yeah, we're gonna do some older ones. Alright. Alright. Where is that really long Technic cross piece? There's only one of them. Oh, there it is, and it was hiding. Yeah, this is the exact same thing as before. Can you stream the Volkswagen T1 camper van? Oh, you know what? We haven't actually done that set. I know what you're talking about. The larger one, right? I think that's the one you're talking about. That actually does kind of look like a cool set. If we can find that on sale, I might go out and buy it. Especially sets that are like kind of cool that we didn't get from like a year or two ago. It's always good to like check it out now. I'm like, all right, maybe we can find them on sale, and it's always nice. Have you been to Singapore? We have lots of Legos here too. Yes, I have. I very much like Singapore. I visited only for a couple of days. Awesome food. I had turtle soup when I was there. Surprisingly good. Yeah, Singapore was great. Very clean. Yeah, and then you guys can't eat chewing gum. It's really funny. That's, I think, part of the reason why it's so clean there. Personally, I prefer Hong Kong, even though it's more crowded. I think Hong Kong is just like such a wild and cool place. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be the exact same thing. Yep. Here we go. If you're bringing respect... Okay, Captain Bricks. What are you guys talking about? Don't be a hero. You should do Mindstorms builds. That would be cool. I don't have that much experience with Mindstorm. Not as much. But, I mean, the builds that come from Mindstorm are almost always just, like, really, really incredible. It takes a completely different mindset, I think, to be a good Mindstorm builder, as opposed to, like, a Lego model builder. Because you have to be a good Lego model builder and then also kind of an engineer, too. Here we go. Who is better, Jack Ninjago or Nexonites Ninjago? I think the universe is a little bit more... It's just better realized. I mean, you can't dock Nexonites for not being as well developed because it's newer, but yeah, Ninjago is just better. The builds are about on the same level. And I think I like maybe the minifigure, bad guy minifigures, the best out of Nexonites as opposed to Ninjago, but I still think Ninjago is better. Personally, I would like it if they just did regular knights and regular ninjas, but what do I know? I'm just an old man. Here we go. There we go. We're just about knocking this whole thing out. What do you think of Lego being more expensive in the EU? sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not more expensive in the EU. It depends. It depends on what part and what theme. Because there's times when things come out in the States and they're more expensive in the States. And I think the Lego building community is also, there's so many more individual vendors and like sellers on Bricklink that the access to cheaper Lego pieces for custom building is almost always better in the EU than the States. We've noticed this from buying so much on Bricklink that you can almost always find better prices for Lego parts and more access to rare Lego parts in Europe than from the States. But I guess that's kind of on an individual vendor basis. But I'm trying to think. Sometimes it is more expensive. Sometimes you'll see like EU, like the euro, and you'll see the euro and the US dollars like matched, like for price, which shouldn't be the case, but they are. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. We didn't fix the price, I swear. And I mean, Lego changes their prices up based on, I mean, they do what every company does on the planet, which is they figure out, you know, like the average income level and the earning rate of like, you know, the people that live there and how much they're willing to spend on a certain type of product, like a Lego product. So it's, you know, it's on a much, you know, it's the same principle, but that idea exists everywhere, like all over the world. Like you go to somewhere in Southeast Asia, for instance, and you buy a bottle of Coca-Cola and it costs you, you know, 45 cents American to buy the bottle of Coca-Cola there, and then you go to the States and it'll cost you $1 or cost you $1.25, and then you go into a theme park and they know that, you know, you spent all this time and money and energy getting out to the theme park and you can't get it anywhere else, so all of a sudden they'll charge you $3 for the same bottle. And it's just supply and demand, and it's the companies reading the market and trying to charge as much as they can to where they think people are still willing to pay that price. So yeah, sometimes it's just more in certain places, which is, I mean, you can say it's a drag, but it happens everywhere, and it's going to always happen everywhere for the rest of time. In Russia, very expensive. UCS Falcon is $1,032. Dang, that is, well, that's a lot. I know Moscow is supposed to be an expensive city, but that's a lot. I heard Australia is pretty similar too. And that's too bad that the price disparity is so big. I mean, that's an extra that's over $200 more for the same thing, just depending on where you buy it. So that stinks. Have you been to New Zealand? Yes, I have, Fergus. I've got some family living out in New Zealand. I'm very fond of the Kiwis. I haven't been there in a super long time, though. I mean, probably easily over 10 years. It's been more than 10 years since I've been out to New Zealand. So, due for another trip, I think. Here we go. Jack, can you live stream the second Arkham Asylum? There's a good chance we're probably not getting more of the old school Batman sets. I'm still considering getting the Tumbler. Just because we've gone out and collected a lot of the minifigs from those sets. And I just don't know if I want to go out and bite the bullet and buy some of those old classic sets now. Especially because we already have a lot of those minifigs, which I think would be a huge incentive. Jack, I just got hired at Lego. Really? On the brain? Boom. Are you going to be the new CEO? I mean, You seem like a brainy guy. No, that's awesome. Everybody I know that works at Lego loves working there. Like whether it's retail, whether it's, you know, higher up within their whatever chain. It's supposed to be. Didn't they just get rated as like one of the best places to work? Am I misrepresenting that? No, there's like one of those survey things came out, and Lego was like #1. They beat Google, and they beat somebody else, I think. Yeah, so congrats, man. I think you'll have a good experience. All right. Just a supervisor, but it literally just happened. Awesome. Sweet. How about how many Lego sets do you have? This question has come about many times, and I always answer the safe answer is at least 400 sets in the studio at this moment. Minimum 400 sets. But there's a good chance there's quite a bit more than that. We just haven't gotten around to counting. I can say that our channel, which isn't all set reviews, obviously. I mean, we have a lot of other types of content that comes out. But our channel right now, including live streams, has produced something like 930 or 940 separate videos. But some of those are like a live stream and then a set review. So it's like, you know, some of that content doubles up on itself. But a minimum 900. And then a lot of that stuff, most of it is set review, especially from our earlier days of the channel, which was almost exclusively just set reviews. So, yeah, I would say minimum 400, because we also had a ton of sets in the studio before we even started the channel. So minimum 400, a good chance that there's 500, roughly 500, but I don't know. I haven't gone through and counted. Are you going to do Justice League or Thor 3? We're going to do whatever DC and Marvel throw at us set-wise. I'm a big fan of those sets. Some of the quality of a few of them, they're kind of hit or miss. And there is a little bit of evidence of just kind of like them overcharging for certain sets, which is kind of too bad. But it's this whole idea that it's just such a popular and fun franchise that, I don't know, that they think people are just kind of willing to get certain types of Marvel and DC sets just because they are those Marvel and DC sets. I don't get it. I'm like, why don't they just put their best foot forward and make them even better, and then people really go nuts about them and like get them, like everybody will want them, as opposed to like, oh, let's just make the Hulk's versus Red Hulk set and do a sort of a bare minimum like build on it, and then but people will still buy it because it's the Hulk. Like, no, like, why don't you make that really awesome, and then everyone's gonna really, really want to buy it? Like, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work like that. Maybe they've tried that strategy and it doesn't work. But ooh, I skipped out on two little. I was about to have two more of these things left over, which I had at the beginning of the first bag. These little 1x1s actually come down into that little section. For what reason, I don't know. They don't look like they're gonna attach, or who knows? Maybe they will do something. What is your favorite non-UCS set? My favorite non-UCS set, I don't know. I do not know. There's so many good ones out there, and my mind changes all the time. But I gotta say, one of my favorite sets is actually not a Lego. Well, I mean, it's Lego. It's Technic. And I know we don't review a lot of Technic out there, but I'm a really big fan of that go-kart, the Technic go-kart set. Really cool. So there's not enough tension on this right now, so this thing is falling down a little bit. We are about to change that with this part right here. Such a simple way to add tension to gears. Such a simple way, yet so effective. All you have to do, get that in there. There, all the tension's in there. It's not gonna fall. Not gonna fall. I was going to upload a vid, but couldn't since it would take 4 hours. Oh, that's too bad, Lucy. Yep, that can happen when you don't have an optimized internet connection. We pay like a crazy amount for a fast internet connection here. Just to make sure, because there's some days like when we upload multiple, like even live streaming, and then Mike will be uploading at the same time, and then I mean, just yesterday, I think I uploaded 2 videos, both of which were like longer than 10 minutes. And if that was on an older connection or a connection that wasn't optimized, yeah, it would have taken all day to get those things up. But we make sure to get as fast of a connection as we can, at least in our area, because we don't want to be sitting around all day just waiting for something to finish uploading so we can, you know, tag it and title it and all that stuff. Well, you can title while it's uploading, but you know what I mean. Come on, buddy. Nice. I didn't realize how much of this was going to all be sort of the same, but it really is. Okay, adding the little bits of brown. Jack, can you say hi to Archie? Hello, Archie. Wait, I'm banned. You can't be banned if you're talking, right? That don't make no sense. I have 100 megabytes unlimited internet for €22 a month. That's actually not bad, Ice Cola. I think ours is faster, but we pay way more than that. All right, here we go. These things are built like crazy good. Oops. And where's that other? There it is. We got ourselves a little handle. There we go. Boom. Oh yeah, I did this last time too. You have to like really hold that part down because it's not really optimized. So yeah, can't really mess around with the gear system until you've built more on top of it. Hey, I just joined in, so what's up, people? Nothing is up. We are building. We're getting through what's a pretty nice and easily paced build. This is the Panama Canal. This is actually a highly collectible set, which is very cool. But also, it's geared towards education. So this is a very easy way for kids to conceptualize how the Panama Canal works. And if you do buy the set, which is more than an average priced set, but if you do buy the set, half of all the profits go towards STEM education, which is like science and technology education in Panama. So that's actually kind of a cool thing. So there is a link below if you guys are interested in this. I would say this is a set that's really meant for people who are either collectors or they're educators. If you're not one of those two, it's going to be a bit harder to justify buying the set just because the cost is so incredibly high. Or unless like you really do feel like, you know, you think the set's kind of cool, but also you know, you're like, all right, but maybe I'll donate towards education as well. There is that aspect to it. So yeah, I think it's a pretty well-made set though. I think they do a very good job. I mean, I always knew how the Panama Canal system worked, but it's nice that you get to look at it and visualize it and just kind of be able to build it up yourself. You can activate all the little functions. And this is an 8 and up difficulty level, which means that the set, you know, it's not going to be too complicated for just about most young builders that try to tackle it. And if you are an educator and considering this, I would say definitely make sure to have different parts bins. Like I would say have 5 medium-sized Tupperware containers for putting each numbered bag back in its place if you wanted to build and then unbuild this for like another lesson for like another set of students, maybe like each year or something that you'd have this engineering lesson for younger kids. It's a good way to keep the parts divvied up in an organized way. Keep them separated via number from these original bags, and your life will be so much easier. Basically, take each chunk out and take that apart and put it back into a Tupperware container. I think that would be something worth considering if you really are serious about using this in a lesson. Just my own 2 cents about it. All right. Jack, what? Bum. Let me switch out to this view. Why not? You guys can see a little bit more of the studio. How you guys doing? Lego Kwapunki. Cowpunky. Okay. Welcome. Felixine Fascio? Welcome. Hi. Hello. I'm pretty bad when it comes to reading off names. In fact, I'm particularly bad when it comes to reading off names. But it doesn't stop me from trying. These lights are a little bit, it's funny because these lights are optimized for like the really close build cam. And then from this far away shot, it just looks like I'm all white. It just looks like it's totally covered through. All right, we're just about ending off this final section. It's actually a pretty repetitive build now that I'm going through the 3rd section now. I feel like this is something that would be fun and easy for like a bunch of younger kids to just jump on like very quickly. But now if you're doing it yourself, it does take, because you've built one of them, you've almost built all of them. The first one is a little shorter and it's a slightly different build because you don't play around with the water level. A little simpler. But everything else, it's almost like the exact same thing. It just kind of keeps going higher. Here we go. Okay, I'm back. Jack, what's your favorite brick? The 2x4, for sure. You can build anything with the 2x4. So I think it's what Lego started out with. And yeah, and that's what they'll end with. That's it. The 2x4 is where it's at. I am from Germany. Oh, welcome. All right. Hi, how are you? Pretty good, Model Maker 2003. Pretty good. Just knocking together actually a fun, very easy build for the Panama Canal. And we're just about getting the third bag done. Okay, switch back down to this camera, the build cam. I just finished building these two slices. You build a bunch of these in each set, and these are the different levees. It's actually quite simple. Nothing to it. And swing. There. Oh, oops, I'm dumb. It goes the other way. I've only done this 3 other times, or 2 other times. Alright. Nice. So they stay there. Booyakasha. Alright. Last few pieces, just putting in right now. Really? There we go. Okay, there it is. Exactly, almost pretty much the exact same piece. Almost perfectly identical. Now, this is going to be fun. Hold on. Let's move this out a little bit. Because now that we've built 3 of the chunks, let's check out how this looks. This is the 3rd chunk. That's the first. So let's move the 3rd one back. 2nd one, this comes in. So it fits together with a Technic pin, fits together with a Technic pin. Okay, so let's see if we can't get this thing. So the water level would be pretty high. Oh, nice. Okay, so we've got our boat like this. And let's zoom this in a little bit so you can see maybe a little bit better. Let's move this manual out of the way. Okay, here we are. And let's move it this way so you can really kind of see. So we've got the boat coming in, and then the water levels here are even, so you can open up the levee, push the boat in, close the doors, so now you've got the boat in here, and then you twist. The water levels are raised. Now it matches with this one. Boom, boom, boom. You can open up the doors, push the boat into the next level, close the doors off, and then you can raise up the water level again. And then, ipso facto, there's going to be 2 other chambers, but that's the set. That's actually, it's really clever. Oops. It's really clever. It's so simple too. It's just like, what else could you ask for in terms of how the mechanics of the set would actually work? All right, so number 3, Dunzo. 4. Ooh, 4's got a little observation tower. So there's a slight difference of build here, but you can see it's pretty much the exact same concept. I hope we get to build another ship. Oh, we don't get to build the rest of the ships until the last one. So this one's going to be sort of another of the very similar builds, and then the last one looks a bit different, a little simpler, and you get other ships. So I'm looking forward to bag number 5, I think. Because this one's going to be almost the exact same. It's just going to be taller. All right. Let's move these out of the way. Let's get bags number 4 in the house. What's that supposed to be? It's supposed to be the Panama Canal. Bam, bam, bam. I'm going to have an episode on the Panama Canal coming out this weekend as well, guys. So, in case you are confused about what you see in this episode today, there will be a Panama Canal episode coming out in the nearish future. Jack, please answer if you could. It's Jay's jet set from Lego Ninjago Movie, a good set, and is it worth it? I was a little bit suspicious about that set when I first saw it. I was like, that looks like it just doesn't work. After having had it in the studio for a while. I thought Jay's jet, it's built very strong, but part of me doesn't like the fact that it's set up in such like a, it's almost built like a handgun. Like it's got a handle and it's got a trigger, and the bottom of the detailing doesn't look anything like how the jet should. They've sort of sacrificed a lot of what the bottom of the jet should look like, but what you get instead is like an insanely swooshable jet. So if you want it because you want to play with it, it's made super playable and super durable. And generally speaking, I think the look of it is still pretty good. It's just that the bottom just doesn't look like it's supposed to be sort of part of the jet. They just totally sacrificed all the detailing on the bottom in order to make it more playable, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I don't know. On a personal note, I don't think it's as good as some of the other vehicles, because some of the other vehicles are super playable and they don't sacrifice any details for the looks. So it just depends on what you're sort of into. What, Jack, is this set worth it, and what age is it? Well, the set is, remember, well, I've gone through it a few times, but I think it's worth sort of repeating. This is a set that is going to appeal mostly, I mean, like, kids are going to like it. I think this is, like, actually a very good educational set. I think the people that were in charge of designing it especially made this, they made it very accessible for like a younger kid to sort of understand the main concepts of how the Panama Canal system works, the raising and lowering of water levels and the opening and closing of the giant levee gates and stuff. So, I mean, there's probably a million other really, really complex engineering aspects, of course, that go into the real Panama Canal, but this is a great sort of starter kit, especially for younger kids to get into the Panama Canal. But it's got a particularly high price tag, and that is because the set is the profits from the set. Half of all the profits from the set go back into a particular organization that funds STEM education within Panama, which is, and STEM education is, what is it? Science, technology, education. Sorry, I don't have the acronym in front of me, but it's part of the actual education system there. So this set does some good things. I think collectors are probably people that aren't necessarily driven by the education factor, but simply people that love to collect exclusive Lego sets, I think are going to be drawn to it sort of no matter what, just because it's a set. There's only 40,000 copies of it, which actually aren't, it's not that much compared to sort of the standard release for a lot of Lego sets. So I think that's part of it. So I think, and for what they're trying to achieve with this set, I think they're doing a very good job. Oh, hello. So this part is pretty much the only unique aspect for this bag. This is almost the exact same repeated part for last bag, just it's on a much larger brown base that makes up the canal itself. Hey, Jack, want to start getting into making Star Wars MOCs? Don't know if anyone has done any microfig scale models, but I want to start doing that with some sets. Any thoughts on that? Kind of like how UCS sets are minifig scaled. I'd scale into a microfig. Well, Bokester, yeah, I like the micro stuff, and there's some people that have been doing a really good job with Star Wars micro scale stuff. I particularly liked this one guy did like the entire interior hangar for the Naboo starfighter bay. I don't know the exact name of it, but that was a really cool one. And it's like he just built a ton of micro scale Naboo fighters, and he had them all hanging up in their suspended bay areas, and those looked really, really cool. But for micro scale stuff, there's this guy, I think his name is Anio, and he's done a massive Nebulon B, which is cool, but then all of the other ships, once you scale down to like the normal size for like X-Wings and A-Wings and Y-Wings for the Nebulon B to scale to, they're all micro scale size. So he has a huge Nebulon B, and then a ton of micro scale fighters, and then like kind of a Falcon that's roughly that big or so, that scales well with the Nebulon B. We built his GR35, which is really, really cool. So there's definitely people doing it, and they're doing a very good job of it. So yeah, you know, micro scale trench runs is a really common build that almost always looks awesome. People have been doing really cool stuff. In fact, that's somebody submitted a micro scale trench run for the Fan Mock Creations episode that I've already recorded about. I just haven't, that episode hasn't come out yet. But yeah, I'd say that's definitely something worth getting into. I want to start scaling more fighter ships so they can scale. I want to make a Falcon and and some fighters like X-Wings and Y-Wings and A-Wings to scale with the GR35, so we can have a bunch of smaller to scale Star Wars ships so they can all sort of fit within the same universe. Yeah, micro scale stuff, minifig scale stuff. I think that could all work really well. Bum. Did they make any other education sets from this group? I'm not sure. I know LEGO has done plenty of education sets in the past, but specifically from this group, I am unsure. You can check out their website though. I have linked. I mean, there's a link in this description. Technically, it's an affiliate link, so if you guys were to buy the set through our BrickVault account, there would be some like commission for us. But if you just want to learn more, you literally can just click. That doesn't do anything. But yeah, so, or you can just you can Google them as well. It's Lego Panama Canal STEM. I'm sure you'd find it very, very, very quickly. That's a good question though. I think this is a really nice concept. This is, you know how Lego Mindstorms does a lot of education stuff? That's a really common thing for people that do Mindstorm activities to like do summer camp activities or extracurricular like robot camp and stuff is done with Lego Mindstorm. This is, I think, on the same, it's got the same mindset about it, the same sort of approach, where this is an educational set for Panama and how the canal system works. So this is like something that if you were buying maybe educational like materials for setting up a special lesson for students, that's what this would be really useful for. All right, building up. Yeah, this is pretty much all the same as the last step. I saw your mini scale Falcon and it looks awesome. So kind of want to do that kind of stuff, but I love how the UCS sets are scaled proportionally. Yeah, the Falcon's cool. That was done by a guy called King Arthur. I think he labeled that as a MIDI with a D because it's like not quite mini, but like still very, very small. And that's a pretty good scale size too because it's like, because you can still play around with the characters being like maybe a brick high, and then that scales really well. So you have 3 round studs in particular colors, and those should represent pretty well who the characters are supposed to be. So that works too. I don't know how big an X-Wing would be compared to that. I bought all the pieces I needed to finish off the Falcon, and then I realized I missed out on a part, so I got a bunch of stuff in the mail, and then I was like, I missed that other piece. So the Falcon mock, once again, is not done because I didn't have all the proper pieces. And then I forgot to order the next set of proper pieces too. But it's coming. So many mocks that I've like pretty much completed, just haven't had a chance to make videos on yet, or a chance to release them. Jack, do you remember the old Lego robotic sets, the ones before Mindstorm? You know what, dear Carl? I do not. I do not remember those ones. It might have been during my dark ages. Yeah, when I was younger, it was just like, you know, it was power miners and it was space sets and pirate sets and stuff. And some Bionicle. But yeah, I never got into any of the early robotics stuff. Let's see what we have. Oop, another one of these. I wonder if I can remember the distribution of the gears now. I've done it so much. Jack, do you I'm going to get this set. Oh, nice, Chase. You're gonna get this set. Like I said, I think it's got major appeal to either educators or collectors. So if you're an educator, this is probably geared towards, I don't know the grade level. The age is recommended for ages 8 and up, but I think you could probably gear this towards probably relatively young kids. I want to say like you could probably, depending on what kind of lesson you're doing, this could be integratable amongst a lot of different age groups. And then you would have to have, of course, like other types of lessons attached onto not just the building aspect and the playing around with the levies. Then you do that, and then with older kids, they'd also have like a write-up or something, or some more advanced lesson stuff about this after the fact. But I think it could work pretty well as an education set. I mean, it will work well as an education set. It was designed for that. Is it pretty expensive to make orders from Bricklink if you're making mocks? Like, would it be good to design an LDD order there, or just using rainbow colors I have and then order parts I need from Bricklink? That's kind of your own. It's your own personal sort of style and how you want to build. It is expensive. Bricklink is not cheap. Lego is not cheap. It is better to design your stuff out all together and then try to order things in as least amount of shipping. You don't want because you're paying individually for shipping. So if you're buying little bits at a time, you'll end up starting to rack up a bit of extra expenses just because your shipping costs will start to run you over. So I would say try to do a combination of both, maybe. Yeah, build stuff out, see what works, see what doesn't work, and then also as you're designing stuff, look at parts where you're not sure if you think they're really, really hard to get, or like maybe in a certain color they might be really, really expensive. So like definitely be on Bricklink looking at the pieces that you think you might be needing, just in case you see something that is either impossible to get your hands on or just so much more money than is worth that particular look. Because I've done that too, where you're just kind of like, oh, I want to do this, and then you look at the piece and you're just like, only one person in Norway is selling it and it costs like $80 or something. You're like, okay, I'll change the design. So that, there's a lot of little factors, but definitely try not to order until you're like there with the build. I think that's better. That's probably it'll make you feel, but you'll feel a lot more accomplished if you design everything out exactly the way you want it to be, and then you order it all and it all works. That's like an insanely good feeling when you're like, wow, like I conceptualized the whole thing start to finish, designed it out, and then you get all the orders in and then you just build it. That's a pretty good feeling. But also when you order stuff, sometimes try to over order too, because you might think that you only need a certain thing, and then once you start building, you realize you need to change the design a little bit, and then, oh man, if I'd only just added a few more of these pieces, then I wouldn't have to reorder stuff. I usually over order when I'm getting materials for a mock. Not by a huge amount, but oh, you only need 8 of these pieces, I'll get 10. Or you only need 15 of these pieces, I'll get 20. As long as they're not really, really expensive parts. Because that way sometimes people accidentally don't give you enough parts, and then if you order the exact amount and you're like 1 or 2 shy, and they're really important, then that's a huge pain for you. Makes sense. Do it all at once. So shipping, yeah, only one shipping cost. Well, you're not going to only have one shipping cost generally. I say all at once because let's say if you're doing a big build or you have certain, you'll have 3 or 4 or 5 shipping costs from different vendors, but then hopefully that'll be it. But if you do a few pieces there and then you buy them, and then a few pieces there and then you buy them, and then you look back and you see, like, sometimes you'll buy something and look back and see, oh wait, if I had just waited to order, I could have ordered all these parts from the same vendor as opposed to ordering the same parts, different parts from the same guy at 2 different times, which I've definitely done. I've ordered like all these pieces from a guy, and then 3 weeks later I did a new set of orders and realized I just ordered all these new pieces from the same guy and just paid double shipping. I was like, ugh. So you make mistakes like that, and then you go, okay, I've learned my lesson. Here we go. I don't know why that took me such a long time to figure out which orientation that was. I was spinning it around. Oh, you don't have enough space to sort them? Yeah, that can also be a huge pain in the butt. I mean, IKEA and certain areas do have pretty good ways of keeping sorted stuff in relatively small spaces, but yeah, if you've just got them all dumped into a giant tub, yeah, it's going to be hard to organize things and not take up the same amount of space. You're probably going to be needing a little bit more. I would say in the beginning for organization, don't organize by color. Depending on how much you have. We don't organize by color here because it's not as important, I think. We look for a size, then you have one drawer, and you're like, do I have that color? And then you sift through it for like a second, and we go, okay. And then once you start getting a massive amount of pieces, then you start needing to be a little bit more specific. But yeah, there's ways to be organized and not take up a huge amount of space, but you know, it also takes a lot of foresight and extra planning. I mean, all the really good builders that I've met, they're all crazy into organization and categorization because it's like you can't get anything done in a reasonable amount of time unless you are super on top of that. I mean, you can, but it's a lot harder. Ooh, this is different. What? There's two different pin pieces back here. That is a slight change up from the last build. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Okay. Yeah, it's slightly wider. That's the only difference, I think. Oh, this goes this way. Where? Oh, you know what? I totally was supposed to add some more pieces back here. Oopsie daisy. That goes here. And this goes down here. Where can you buy this set? It looks cool. Gabriel, there is a link in the description. There is a link in the description, and that goes directly to the Panama STEM website. And that is where you can buy the set. 50% of all the sales price goes to a nonprofit organization dedicated to education in Panama, which is the reason why they've commissioned this build. A, it's a good educational set. B, it's an educational set that donates to education. Bam, bam. Double trouble. So that's the idea behind it. But that is why when you look at it, it costs quite a bit more than the average Lego set. If 50% of those profits weren't going towards education, you'd see that it is a pretty normally priced set, or at least a lot closer. So it kind of goes give and take. Personally, I think this concept is actually very cool. And they've sent this set out to not just me, because they sent this set out to me, but tons of other reviewers out there because they want to sort of get the word out about this educational sort of promotion that they're doing in Panama. So I think this is a really good idea on Lego's part to do stuff like this, because this isn't stuff that they like have to do like at all, but I think they like to do it, and I think it looks good. Sorry, sometimes listening to one of my favorite records, watching my favorite channel, eating cereal, life is good, tickly pickles. The real question is, what kind of cereal? That is the real question. Because if you were to say Reese's Puffs, I would say life is amazing. Life is truly amazing. That stuff, totally not good for you. But oh man, something special that they put into Reese's Puffs. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're almost done with this one, and then the last bag is going to be a little smaller, and it's going to be more fun because you get to build all the ships. And the ships are always going to be the most fun to build, I think. Talking about the old Mindstorm sets, those things, they always did look cool. I just never got around to building them or super into it. Bam. There is this. Here we go. Oh yeah, this part is going to be a little different too. This levy. Oh wait, no, never mind. This design is the same. You are awesome, Lego Gamer. Thank you. I'm sorry, Jack. All we have is Honey Nut Cheerios. Hey, Honey Nuts aren't bad. Can you build another modular MOC like the Amsterdam Hotel? Well, Sasquatch, we actually do have a couple of those. We do have some LDD files for some really cool modular buildings to put into the city that we got like a long time ago. The problem is the city is so full that my next city update for next week is going to be all about taking stuff out of the city to make it look better. Because we've put so many vehicles and minifigs and just all these buildings and all these little structures that it's too much. We've actually put too much into the city right now. So right now our priority isn't making more modular buildings. We just want to make our city and landscape look as fluid and as rich as possible. And part of that is by making it look sort of livable. So right now we've added so much stuff, partially because we just didn't have places to put certain sets that we just started filling them in everywhere. Then we realized, like, oh man, our city doesn't actually look that good because we've just added so much stuff in there. Too much is too much. So we do have modular MOCs that we are very much planning on building and putting into the city. Just haven't gotten around to it. All right. All it took was using the emotes. Jack Google, the Lego set 8094. See the first ever robotic set. I will hopefully try to remember to do that after the end of this stream. No guarantees. Okay, oh, and I always like this aspect where you build it up, but like it's kind of loose, and then you just add the tension pin. And then everything is better. So simple. Tension's in there. We're good. No, YouTube, I don't want to take a break from chatting. Did they ask you that if you type too much? I didn't know that was a thing. Keep nearly there. Oop. Okay. Almost done with this manual. The last one's gonna be really fun. I'm like just wanting to get through this main one. I love your channel. Thank you, OG Gamer. No, YouTube, I don't want to break from chatting. Hey, bud. How do you get the mic emote? The mic emote, I think, is from being a subscriber. So that's like part of what Twitch does to sort of encourage people to become a subscriber to a channel, that channels will have their own custom-made graphics that only people can use in the chat that if they become the subscriber. So I think it's like, what is it, like $5 to be a subscriber for a month or something? I think that's how it works. Yeah, you can also subscribe using Amazon Prime. And that's like the dopest thing, because Twitch got bought out by Amazon. So if you have an Amazon Prime account, then you can subscribe to anybody on Twitch. And so Twitch gets $2.50 of the subscription, and the user, i.e. us here at Brick Vault, we would get the other $2.50 for the subscription. But if you're part of Amazon Prime, Amazon gives Twitch $5, and then Twitch gives us the $2.50. So if you're already a Prime member, that's the whole thing. So they're trying to sort of cross-pollinate or whatever. They're trying to give people more incentive cross-platforms to do things. So it's like, okay, well, maybe if I have Prime, then I can support my favorite Twitch person or whatever. That's the idea, is like, if you get Prime, then you can support your favorite Twitch person. And this needs to be locked down a little bit harder, because if you twist it too much, that'll pop right out. But also, if you guys are interested in this set, I feel like I don't normally try to push for like checking out links and stuff for Lego sets during a live stream. But this is something that Lego did send to us, and they were like, "Please promote it because it's for education." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." So I don't know how much profit Lego is making off this. They just did a one-time run on this Panama Canal set, and it's mostly just for raising money for an actual nonprofit. So it's kind of an interesting concept. Quite a noble one, I would say. All right, there we go. What else? Oh yeah, this is definitely looking a little different. Yeah, for sure. This is looking a little different from a normal, from the other one that I built last time around. The bricks are just set up in a slightly different fashion. So I thought this was going to be identical, but it's got the tiniest amount of change here. This little bit was a little bit of a different design. Hello from England. Jack, you're awesome. Thank you, M1 Stero 6 Awesome. Bye, I will go in timeout. Hello from Florida, USA, North America, World Solar System, Milky Way, Galaxy, Universe. You're saying, you're making sure that all the interstellar aliens know exactly where we're at too. Broadcasting the location. Okay. Here we go. Doing another one of these. These should be these are the last two big bricks from the nameless bags. I have Amazon Prime. I'm just not sure what the coins are. The coins? Oh, you mean like the Twitch jar of awesome and the YouTube jar of awesome? Oh, by the way, I do want to say thank you for those who followed on Twitch. It was Nut0529. Actually, that was the most recent one. Thank you. I do forget from time to time. All right, here we go. And guys, this will be an episode on our normal channel for the Panama Canal Ba-bam. What does this set do? Does it push objects down? What the set does is it demonstrates how the levee system works in the Panama Canal. So this is an education-based system. I think like a pretty good system that's probably an introduction to engineering or something like that. And I'm about to show you actually, because I'm just about to finish bag number 4, and then I'll be able to connect all 4 of these modular chunks. Or there's 5 together, but I'll be able to connect these next 4. Okay, yeah. So this is a slightly different setup from the other one, but just barely. Just barely. Here we go. And this one goes in here, and this one goes in here. Okay. And there are these 2 levee pieces. So simple. So let's put them in. 1 and 2. There it is. We'll just lock that off. But yeah, so there's the next levee thing. So for those that were just asking how the set works or what it's for or what its intention is, this is part of it right here. So let me just lock these pieces off and I'll show you everything in a little bit more of a clear and concise manner. This is actually a little observation tower, which is going to be funny. So you built up an observation tower. You put down this piece here. It's a little bit more of these green plates that are supposed to match up with some of the nature build. And is that it? No, there's got to be one more. Yeah, there's one more. This is the little observation spot here at the top. Boom. Okay, so check this out. All right, we're done with that. Boom. All right, let me zoom this out a little bit. Da 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 da. There it is. So I've done this 3 times now, but it's kind of cool every time it gets bigger. So this boat arrives. It wants to go through the Panama Canal. We've got a little cruise freighter liner, whatever. Kind of blends in a little bit with the blue. We're going to build 3 more of these ships in the next instruction manual, though. So first things first is it's going to lower the water to the same level here as the ship so it can come back in. And then you open up the levees. The ship goes through. Close the levees. I don't know if levee is the proper word to use for this, but then you raise the water level there. Now this one lowers back down to match. Open, open, open. Then the ship goes in. Close, close, close. And then you are going to want to... Interesting. What you want to do is you want to raise this up. And then you want to lower this down. Boom, 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 boom. Ship goes through. Close, close, close. And then you can raise... Well, actually, these levees should have been closed. Oh no, the levees weren't closed and we messed up the whole thing. But the levees here are normally closed, and then you raise it up. And then boom, 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 open it up. And then it goes out to the next level. Because the sea levels are different from the Atlantic to the Pacific, which is what's connecting these 2 areas. So, boom. Okay. Let's move on to the last one. And this last one, see, there's no levees, so there's not going to be any gears or mechanical stuff and anything like that. It's just going to be open water. And then you get to build 4 other ships. So this is going to be a little bit more of a fun, like you did the main bit of the work for the Panama Canal. Now just have fun kind of knocking out some of the cool stuff here at the end. So that's what let's do. That's what we're going to do. Boom. I haven't switched to this camera in a while, so bam! Oh my god, look at this camera, it's so cool. All right, open up the bag. Is this a real Lego set or a mock? This is a real Lego set, and if you click the link in the description below, you check out where Panama, the website where you can buy it. It is a bit more expensive than the average set. That's because half of all the profits go to whatchamacallit. They go to a nonprofit that teaches all about STEM education. Okay. And this is going to be a normal review set for this weekend, I think. I think I'm going to be able to switch it back for this weekend. So let's get this thing open. Final bag. You guess? Oh, no guessing necessary. This is the final bag. These are really large ship builds. That was something that I was not expecting from the first time we put this together. When I built the first one. All right. These are super easy to put together, if you haven't guessed. Bum, 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 bum. So this has got to be an oil tanker. It's got these big drums, so it's definitely transporting some type of liquid. I'm gonna guess oil. Probably crude oil to be refined. Burp. Oh, I see. There we go. And is that it? All right, the crude oil tanker, number 1, done. Number 2. Oh, this one's gonna be my favorite for sure. This is the cargo ship that has all the different crates. Ooh. Oh, $250. Yes, shown 239. Yeah, that it is more than the average set. It's about twice as much as the average set, and that is because half the profits go to they go to STEM education in Panama through a nonprofit. So, yeah, that is part of it. Basically, it's like if you like the set and you think you can use it in an education setting, like I think this set would have sort of a larger appeal to educators as like a special lesson material. I could see this thing being a little bit more like attractive for people to want to buy. I would say if you're an educator, or you know somebody that's an educator, or if you think that your educator would be interested in the set, that's probably best case scenario. Also, there are going to be people that are just hardcore collectors that are just going to be like, I want it because I can, you know, like there's going to be those people too that, you know, they just want to have like the exclusive sets, which I have a feeling this probably would eventually gain some sort of collectability, some following. You never know. Let's see. Wow. What are you on? Okay. There we go. Let's get these spread out even more. Where are these smaller things? Okay. What are you guys doing? You guys aren't even talking about nothing. Here we go. Getting the last of the crates, I think, right here. I like this one. Yeah, I like this little cargo ship. Whew. And 2 more. Maybe this is the last one. Oh, this one looks cool. Maybe this one's my favorite. You'll be able to tell pretty easily what we're doing here. Hi, hey, hello. Jack, how much is this set in the UK? You know what? The only price point I got for this set was for US dollars. But they sell it from a special vendor like it doesn't sell on the regular Lego shop. This sells from a different website that's connected to the Panama nonprofit organization for STEM education. Once again, if you are curious about the thing, I've left the link. The link is in the description for this set. So just check out the description in the YouTube video. You will be able to find it, and I'm also going to leave another link. I'm going to leave another link down here. All right. This cruise ship is so simple, but I think it looks particularly good. Black fin in the back, and then the nice little radar piece here up in the front. Where is that little jumper piece? There it is. Alright, and then this isn't the last ship. There's one more. Jack, what is your favorite cheeseburger topping? Peanut butter. Yes, said it. You can judge all you want. Peanut butter. Ooh, that is something. That is an experience only few people have had the pleasure. It is quite enjoyable. If you haven't had peanut butter on a cheeseburger, go try it out. Don't judge it until you try it. You won't regret it. The new modular building set has arrived. Which one? You saying there's another one? That the new one has been announced? I mean, it's not gonna be on stores or on shelves. I mean, until a bit later, I don't think. Not until January, I would assume. Yeah, this is cool. I don't know the name of this type of ship, but I feel like I've seen this design before. It's got these little crane arms, so it can move stuff on and off of the ship itself, which is actually kind of cool. Alright, and we have another one of these. Okay, we're just about done, guys, with the ships. And then the last little finishing section for the last little finishing section for these arms. Oops. It's supposed to go on without knocking itself over. There it is. Little crane arms. This is very cool. Okay. Ships are done. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get this list. Last build shouldn't be hard to finish out, I don't think. It's basically just brick stacking. How is this educational? Also, I just joined. Okay, Chicken Rex. This is, I'm going to guess this set is geared towards kids that are in like the mid-age, their midway career in elementary school or primary school, depending on where you are from. But basically, it illustrates the concepts of how the Panama Canal opens and closes its levees for changing sea levels to get cargo ships from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic. So yeah, that's the basic concept, and it's super simple and it's really easy to use. And the idea is that it's very tactile. It helps kids that probably wouldn't be as interested in something as like a basic engineering concept of opening and closing levees and rising and lowering water levels, they can build the set, and they can also operate the different functions between the levers, so the ship can get through. So that's the basic idea. I think, having been an educator myself in a previous life, I think they set it up pretty well, both in the distribution of how the parts are set up. So there's a semi-even amount of build time between different kids if you had multiple students all wanting to build at the same time, or they would all be building at the same time. So that's good. There's like the little subtle things like that are kind of in the set that I think work particularly well as an education set. This was also an attempt on Lego and this particular nonprofits. This set was also designed sort of because the price point is a bit higher. The profits are actually geared to go. 50% are geared to go towards STEM education in Panama. I've said this a million times, but once again, there's a lot of people that are jumping on the stream. Like you just said, you just joined. So yeah, it's a cool concept. I have a feeling it's really only going to appeal to people that are A, educators and think that this might be good material for them in the classroom, or B, Lego collectors who are just like, this is a super rare and not easy to get Lego set. Because there's only 40,000. They've sold over half of them already. And this is just kind of their way of, I think, promoting and getting the last few of their sets sold. Because this is, at the end of the day, this is to help bring more money towards the education system for the people that helped develop this in the first place. So this is kind of a cool set. Not something that, if you want to do just a standard play set, this isn't the type of thing you're interested in. But I think it's actually a much cooler concept. We're almost done. Breaking the set. Yeah, I only just tossed it in the air. You know, just seeing how good at airtime I can get on a standard set like this. I'm almost done. This is like very simple brick stacking now, which is kind of nice way to finish off the last little bit. Okay, where's this? Here we go. Just finishing off the last bit right here. I can see, not this page, but I think the next page is like the very last one. Here we go. Sorry if I'm not responding to any of the chat. I am just trying to bomb through this as quickly as possible. Okay. Here we go. Almost done, guys. Almost done. Yeah, this is going to be the part that attaches to the very back here. There we go. Can't wait for this thing to be totally done, and then we can see just how this system actually works. And that, friends, is the way the news goes. Game over, game over. All right, cool. Set is done, guys. Set is done. Set is done. Let's do this. Yep. Oh, interesting. And it doesn't actually have a Technic pin as a default. Let me just add one. Doesn't matter. Oops. Yeah, I'm supposed to add it right in the center. Okay. So now it's all connected. Here it is. Now they're all connected by one Technic pin. You can pick. You could probably put more Technic pins between them. Look at that. Where's that space? Where's that thing? Oh yeah, this thing's like popped up when I just did that. Let's not do that. Nice. So this is it from the side view. I wonder how accurate that mechanical detailing is under here. This is, of course, just to kind of show that the levees go quite deep in terms of their structure that's pulled out on the inside. And then there's dirt and the actual earth underneath there. So you can see sort of a cross section of the actual land, which is nice. And then the other side is the play side. This is where you actually operate the function of the levee. So easy peasy. You guys want to see how it works? Okay. Let's see what looks good. Let's do this red one. This one's easy to illustrate. First, you have to have all the levees closed. Let me get everything all set up so you know what's going on. So the levees all have to be closed. You can't have the water free flowing in there. And so a little tanker arrives. He wants to go through. I'm gonna try not to block it, but we've got the levee opening on. Actually, no, you don't open the levees first because this water's too high, and then you'd create a giant tidal wave. So you lower the water, so it's the proper size. So you drain some of it out into the pumps, then you push it in there, then you close the whole thing off, then you lower the water level down here, and then you raise it back up there, and then you open it up so they're level. And you know when it's the proper size because there's no resistance whatsoever between these two different levels. And then you close the whole darn thing off. Same. So lower, you got to raise it up. Then you open up the gates that are keeping the water from obviously flowing through. Go through, close off the gates again, make it all one big section. And now you can't raise or lower the level of the ocean, obviously, because this is the ocean on, I don't know which side would be the Pacific and which side would be the Atlantic. But obviously one side. And then boom, comes through, you open it up, and out you go. That's it. Can't get any simpler than that, guys. It's really nice. So this is obviously geared towards, you know, not an incredibly young crowd. This is age recommendation is 8 and up for building, which is, I guess that's probably a pretty appropriate age recommendation. It's pretty simple. There's just one or two basic gear systems that gets the water to go up and down just by cranking it, and then this is, I mean, that's as simple as it gets pretty much. So yeah, so it's not a complex build. It actually kind of looks cool. Now, in terms of being able to display this stuff out, I totally just broke off a little clip piece here. You get a few different types of ships. These are all the ships that would be making this particular type of journey. I doubt you have a lot of smaller sort of pleasure boats trying to go through the Panama Canal. In fact, I don't even know if they allow pleasure boats to go through the Panama Canal. Something tells me that they probably don't, but who knows? Maybe they do. Yeah, so that's the whole system. And I will say this is, once again, a build that 50% of all the sales profits go to STEM students in Panama through a nonprofit organization. It does retail for $250, which is considerably more than an average Lego set, especially when you count the parts. It's $180 or sorry, 1,184. So it's roughly double for the price here. But that basically is like you're buying the set, and then you're also paying half. You're paying for another one, or the price of another one to go towards a nonprofit organization for education. So that's the idea. Yeah. So this is obviously, Jack, is the set worth $250? It's worth it to you if you believe in, supporting the cause that's behind the set. Once again, the price of that set isn't. Oh, oops. A little bit of green actually supposed to go there. The price of the set is $250 because you're basically half of that money. It's all going towards the education of the younger students for science and technology, and then the rest of it is actually going towards the set. So is it worth it? It's worth it if that particular cause is something that speaks to you personally. So, yeah. I think this is something that Lego could also market pretty well for educators to maybe like if they had like a budget, like a supply budget for materials for a classroom. This might be something that's worthwhile putting onto a supply budget, because especially if you get containers for either, you could keep this built one time through, or if you wanted to do this every time you taught a certain engineering or science sort of aspect to certain students, then this is something that you could use for every lesson for like every year. It's Lego, so it's obviously not going to break apart. If you do lose pieces, these are all pretty easy parts to replace. Or you could just play around with different... it's actually kind of fun to play with. You could just mess around with different parts in case you did lose the pieces. So I think it actually has a decent amount of applicability. So anyways, guys, I think that's pretty much gonna be it for this episode. This is how long was this live stream? It's decently long. It's 3 hours. Yeah, it's kind of fun. So anyways, I'm gonna make a fully edited video for this. This is gonna go into the Lightroom basically right after this live stream, and I'm gonna show this looking good against the nice backdrop and stuff, and then I'll have a nice little edited video out for you also, talking a little bit more about the actual program that this is involved with. And anyways, that is gonna be it for this episode, everybody. So let me switch back to this camera here, and all right, so thank you everybody for watching. This isn't connected by that many Technic pins, so I don't want it to break away from me, but thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this little live stream build. It was fun, and I think we're gonna be able to have something for tomorrow. I might go to the Lego store today and get like that small Halloween set for a short live stream tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday. Always a short live stream on Fridays, not something longer like this. And all right, so thanks for sorry, I was reading asking for something, then I said thanks for asking. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out. I always do enjoy doing these live streams for you guys. And all right, that's it. So we will see you next time at Brick Vault.